Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of me calling random games. I am Dr. Delay, and tonight we have the final game of this four-game series between the Padres and the Dodgers. Now, we did cover the first two games of the Dodgers-Padres game, and we got to see the little bit of the ending in last night's game. Whenever we were watching the Indians-Giants, we switched over and saw the Dodgers win Game 3. So, we'll see what happens tonight. Will the Dodgers get the sweep over their nemesis, the Padres? Will the Padres be able to take one, the final one, of this four-game series to salvage something? As, they were separated by 3 games entering the series. And it's gone, again, the worst case scenario for the Padres. Again, they're now 39-34. Dodgers 46-29. Again, looking at the NL Central, the Cubs 45-28. They are doing well. A lot of teams there, Brewers, Cardinals, Reds, they're separated by just half a game. In the NL East, we have the Mets leading by a game. They've lost 5 in a row. Versus, I don't know who they're playing. But, the Phillies, they're 7-3 in their last 10. They're only back by a game. Braves, they're kind of hanging in there for the wild card. We'll see again. Still a lot of baseball to go. Nationals, they're not looking too great. Neither are the Marlins. Again, in the NL West, the NL West is filled with a lot of competition there, a lot of solid teams. Dodgers pulling away as of now, the 46-29 record. The Giants were able to win. They won earlier. Is this not updated? Let me refresh. That one should be. Yeah, the Giants won 42-33. Okay, so look at that. My bad. Ignore what I just said. Cubs, though they're still separated by a game here. The Mets and Phillies. Mets actually have a 6-game losing streak out of the Phillies. Phillies are they're now tied for first in the division. Diamondbacks back to 500. Padres at 39-34. Again, they've been struggling. Giants won earlier today. In the AL East, we have 3 teams over 40 wins, just like the NL Central. Yankees currently ahead. The Rays, 41-33. I think that's kind of a shock that no one's really talking about. Orioles, again, still struggling. They are 500 the last 10. Maybe they can make a late season push. I don't know. Unlikely. They're playing very bad, or their pitching is, and they're not exactly hitting well either. In the AL Central, the MLB's best team, the Tigers, looking still very good, and they are, I believe, still playing against Pittsburgh. A lot of rain delays today. A lot of average teams as well in the division as they all hover around 500. The White Sox, 23-52. Luckily, they're not the worst team in the majors, as the Rockies got it covered in that department. And then the AL West, it's still the Astros, as we're about to be underway here in Los Angeles. Yamamoto is going to be your starting pitcher. He is, let's see what we got here. He is 6-5, the 2.64 ERA, 1.09 WHIP. So he's looking to continue. Kind of shocking that he's only 6-5, especially with the Dodgers with a 2.64 ERA, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not really important if you have the wins or losses for a pitcher anyway. It really matters is the ERA and the WHIP. As leading off for the Padres is going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm sure he's very familiar with, these teams here. The Dodgers. Every time he comes to the plate, he's actually getting booed right now as he's stepping into the batter's box. 274 batting average, 821 OPS, 13 home runs, 31 RBIs. Hopefully you like what you see, folks. This is the third game that I've covered of these two teams in the series. As you can see, the first and second, and then now here's the fourth game with Yamamoto starting off as he begins his windup and the pitch. That is going to be low and outside for ball 1 as we are officially underway in Los Angeles. Tatis is 2 for 10 in the series, 2 walks as well. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. Yamamoto begins his windup. Of course, it's a long one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. Checked his swing. He did not go. Of course, Yamamoto does take his step back and rocks a little bit. It's what he does. 2-1 count here to Tatis as he delivers the 2-1, and that's going to be hit to right, and that is caught by Hernandez for out number 1. So one away here for the Dodgers, I guess, or the Padres. I don't know how you'd really frame that. And that's going to bring up Luis Arias. I guess the Padres. 283 batting average, 712 OPS, 3 home runs and 27 RBIs. Yamamoto begins the windup and the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Arias. Yamamoto delivers the 1-0, and Arias hits this foul. So 1-1 count here. Again, feel free to vote. Do the Dodgers get the sweep? Looks like 1 vote no. No votes yes, so hopefully we'll get some more votes there. See what you guys think. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. And Arias hits this left, and that's going to be fouled back. I just realized that this is kind of low. There we go. Well, I don't think it mattered. 1-2 count. Yamamoto. Again, that long windup. Just chilling right here. Here's the 1-2. Arias again fouls this one off. Yamamoto slowing his delivery down. So it's just going to be a long night as far as that's concerned whenever he pitches. So 1-2 count to Arias. As he takes his step back, just rocking. And now he delivers. And that's going to be hit to right center field. Hernandez at the warning track and makes the catch for out number 2. As that's 2 away, and that's going to bring up Manny Machado. And he's getting booed. They do not like Manny here. He's batting .312, OPS of 873, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs. What up? It's Joseph Brosif. I'm on my lady's iPad for this game. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, hey, I can get another subscriber today if that's not already happened. That'd be fantastic, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Would be fantastic. 0-1 count to Machado. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Yamamoto slowing down his delivery. It's, he's just doing what he's got to do to change things up, I guess. Again, he's been pitching pretty well, 2.64 ERA entering the game. But, it is what it is. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. So the count is now 1-2. Maybe the Padres pitcher is going to be counteracting that and go, a lot more faster, I guess, with this windup. Here's the windup. He's still there. And he pitches. That's going to be chopped back as it's still 1-2. So 1-2 count here. 2 outs here in the top of the first. 0-0 is your score. Both of them have both outs have been flyouts to right. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be outside ball 2. So 2-2 is the count. umps for the Pirates really screwing up the game, really. I have no idea. I know they're still playing. I know they were still in a rain delay. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. The first, yeah, look at that. So they're in the 10th. Look at that. Pirates might actually get their 30th win today. Padres trying to get their 40th win of the young, well, not really young season. We're almost halfway through the season. It's already kind of flowing by. 2-2 count. Yamamoto begins his long windup. And he delivers the 2-2. Machado hits this to left. Pages at the warning track and makes a catch at the wall for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Padres as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Your score is 0-0. Again, hopefully you like what you see, folks, and you hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. As, again, every subscriber helps out this old little channel. Again, I've been calling baseball games for a while, so hopefully if you're just a baseball fan, this will be a good channel for you to watch. Hopefully, if I do a good enough job, you will hit that subscribe button. As I see, we have some more votes coming in. 50-50. It's now to 4 votes. 50-50. You guys think Dodgers get the sweep? And Padres will avoid the sweep. Coffee Beans has subbed. Well, you've subbed for a while. Again, thank you very much for that. So, of course, thank you. Hopefully you feel better, of course, Coffee Beans. As, again, we're in between innings here. Due up for the Dodgers will be Ohtani, Betts, and Smith. Those are going to be your first 3 batters. Pitching for the Padres is going to be Ryan Bergert. Bergert is a rookie. He's 1-0 on the season. 2.33 ERA. Whip of a .98. Decided to start the bottom of the 9th despite the rain, and then after the first out, called the delay. No one was happy about it. Yeah, no, definitely. I wouldn't be happy about it. That is crazy. Go Dodgers. Trisk all about the Dodgers. Then Coffee Beans showing some love there. As we're working our way back into this one. And Shohei is going to be leading off. Bases loaded for the Pirates, 1 out. Yeah, hopefully the Pirates can get their 30th win of the season. As here's the first pitch to Ohtani, and that's going to be down low, ball 1. Ohtani with a, I don't know why they're showing just the pitching stats for him, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. I have no idea. I'm just going to ignore it. Regardless, he's batting .292, OPS of .1013. I believe he has like 25 home runs. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to center. Center right. Right center. Tatis on the run and makes the catch for out number 1. The Pirates are lousy. Trisk showing a lot of hatred towards the Pirates. That's perfectly fair. I guess I'll have to put up with it. It's not like it matters. We're bad anyway. As some more votes coming in. Who do you guys think is going to win today's game? Will the Dodgers get the sweep? Dodgers, yes. Dodgers, no. Will they, yes or no, get the sweep? As here's Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. Betts is batting .259. OPS of .745, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to be hit to left field. It has the distance. It is foul. Oh, my goodness. That went into the second deck. But nothing doing there as we'll return to 1-1. What do you think, Dr. Padres? I don't know. It really could go either way, man. I just find it hard to believe that the Padres would get swept. But, the Dodgers are playing very well. Here's the 1-1. Oh, he tried to check his swing, and it's caught by Bergert for out number 2. Good hustle there by Bergert to to make the catch. I understand that was a very political answer, trying to, both this team could win today, but, this team could win. But, I mean, again, it's the Dodgers playing well. And the Padres are a very good team where I just don't think they could get swept. But, based on how this series has went, I mean, the Padres have led in every game, and the Dodgers have come back and have made the hits count. So who knows? Here is Will Smith. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Will Smith, he had the game-winning home run. We got to see the end of that one last night. .333 batting average, .966 OPS, 8 home runs, 41 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Does Yasiel Puig have good sportsmanship? That's an interesting question there, Sean. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. I think he would fit in with today's baseball world. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to third. Machado throws to first. Gets him by a few steps for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Dodgers, so we head to the top of the second where your score is 0-0. I'm going to lean no, but, I mean, he's also very passionate. I've just seen him on the Reds attack the Pirates before, so I don't know. I'm going to say no, but it is what it is. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you happen to be watching a game on someone else's tablet, hey, they're not subscribed, why don't you just go ahead and help this guy out and hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing baseball games since opening day, and every subscriber helps. This is actually my 3rd game of this 4-game series. So Padres, Dodgers, it's a moneymaker. Just kidding, I don't make any money, but it definitely has a lot of interested people in it. As you can see, the views are much bigger than anything else not the UFL. The UFL was pretty good, but that's different. That's football. As far as baseball is concerned, I'm going to actually prioritize these 2 games whenever they play. I will probably do at least one every series. So, yeah, if you're a Padres Dodgers fan, definitely hit that subscribe button for more Padres and Dodgers games. And, of course, if you're a baseball or NFL fan, college football fan, I'll be doing college and NFL later down the road this season. So hopefully you like that and you like to hit that like and subscribe button. Do it for the Padres. It's going to be Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, and then Jake Cronenworth. Gavin Sheets, as we're still in commercial break, he is batting .267, OPS of .801, 12 home runs, and 42 RBIs on this season. Was Jerry Reese? I'm going to assume Roos, a good pitcher on the Dodgers. I couldn't tell you, but I will look that up for you as we are about to return to this one. Yamamoto on the mound again. He has a very slow windup tonight, trying to change it up as here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Jerry Roos, apparently he was a pitcher for the Dodgers, so Dodgers fans would probably know him. Played from 69 to 90. As Yamamoto delivers the 1-0. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Again, feel free to vote. Will the Dodgers get the sweep tonight? 50% of you have Dodgers sweeping. 50% of you think the Padres will get the win. Here is the 1-1 eventually. Here's the pitch. That's chopped foul. All right, Dodgers only. Well, looks pretty good on the stat sheet. Of course, it was a different era, but pretty good regardless. 86 and 69, whip of a 1.22. I would say yes, he was a good pitcher on the Dodgers. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Sheets hits this to right field. Hernandez at the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 1. That is a lot of hits to right field, deep right field, so they are making good contact off Yamamoto, but they aren't leaving the yard, so that is good news for the Dodgers, as that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts. He's batting .227, OPS of .617. Let's see here. 3 home runs and 27 RBIs on the year. Pirates up 8-4 now. There we go. Pirates might get their 30th win. I could see them blowing it, though. I really could. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. Who's my favorite Japanese player? Ichiro. Ichiro would be my favorite Japanese player. If you're talking currently, then it would be Shohei. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball two. Went to a batting cage yesterday for the first time in like a year. Forgotten how much of a full body workout swinging the back is. Or the bat. Yeah, no. I went to a batting cage not too long ago. And yeah, it's very intense. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low and away for strike one. Bogarts doesn't like that. He's like, well, that landed pretty much in the same spot as the previous. But the umpire given the strike call to Yamamoto. Here's the 2-1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Yeah, and there will be a lot more pauses tonight, or at least when Yamamoto is pitching, because he is stepping off, of course, to begin his windup, and he takes about 3 or 4 seconds as he's doing it right now. He already began his windup, and now he pitches. As that's hit to center field at the warning track, and that one's gone. Kim looking like he may have had a shot at it, but that one just kept going as Xander Bogaerts gets a solo shot here in the top of the second to take a 1-0 lead. And a guy that has just not played well all year puts the Padres up on the board 1-0. They blew the 4 lead already? Really? There's no way. Well, we'll see. Right now it says 8-4, but I mean, that could be a little bit behind. All right, here's Cronenworth. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. This chair is feeling squeaky tonight. It's very inconsistent. 239 OPS of 754, 5 home runs and 18 RBIs for Jake Cronenworth. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 count. Of course, if you're just tuning in, Bogaerts with the solo shot here in the top of the second to put the Padres up 1-0. As Yamamoto delivers the 1-1, that's going to be in there, strike two. Yamamoto, not the strongest of the Dodgers bunch, on and off kind of. He's definitely, yeah, I would agree with that, a little bit on and off. You know, he can look really good, really like elite, you know, on some nights, and then other nights it's just, you know, it's not his best night for sure. As here is the 1-2 to Cronenworth, and that's going to be found back. Trade Yama for Skeens? I don't think so. I don't think the Pirates would do that. I really hope they would not. 1-2 count here to Cronenworth. It's Yamamoto. Again, has this very long windup. He steps off right now. And now he begins, as here's the 1-2, and that's going to be hit to left. Looks like Pajes is under it, and he does. He makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up Jose Iglesias. Again, that I don't know why. It's random. Some nights you don't hear it. Some nights you do. Iglesias batting .226, OPS of .556. 0 home runs and 13 RBIs. He definitely fits in with the Pirates. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be taken for a called strike. Pirates went 4-0 and they blew. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Who? I'm sorry. I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, Sean. Who will have a better career? As that's going to be low in the dirt, ball one. Who will have a better career, Ichiro or Ohtani? That's a tough question. Ichiro, you know, he is an all-time legend. But Shohei, he's definitely elite, as this one's going to be hit foul. Of course, he can hit and pitch, and, you know, he's such a good hitter. That's a tough question. I'm going to probably say it might be a little blasphemous to some Dodgers fans, but I'm going to still say Ichiro. Ichiro was fantastic. Shohei needs to continue this for a few more years. I would say 5 or 6 more years of elite play, and I would say, okay, Shohei was definitely the better player. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. Was Tony Fernandez better on the Padres? Tampa TBJ. TBJ. What in the world? I'll just look at it. Contact is the name of the game today. Here's the 1-2. Iglesias reaches for it. Betts makes the catch for out number 3 as the Padres get on the board first with the solo shot by Bogarts. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you like baseball, if you like football, then this is a pretty good channel for you. That is not what I meant to press. I've been calling baseball games since opening day, and of course I'll be doing football once that opening day, both college and the NFL. So hopefully that sounds good enough for you to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to assume you meant Toronto because there's no one else that starts with a T, and it's going to be clearly Toronto. Toronto, he played forever, and yeah, he was good. OPS of 765. Got some MVP votes in Toronto, so I'm going to say Toronto final answer. But yeah, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps me out a lot. I really do appreciate it. We're making progress. Just a few months ago, I was at 30, and now we're at 225. And it's because of you, and I do appreciate you. I really do. Same with, of course, again, college and NFL just right around the corner, hopefully. Again, I already have the thumbnails up for some of these games. I'm going to cave. I've already made the decision. We're going to do Cowboys and Eagles, so we'll do that for opening game for the NFL. So, but anyway, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. As Freeman for 450. Okay, you're going to call it. I will not make any bold predictions like that. As Freeman is batting .332, OPS of 944, 9 home runs, and 41 RBIs. 2.25. I know, right? We're moving up. It really wasn't too long ago where I was chilling in like the 20s and 30s for the longest. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. I'm really lucky. I'm really thankful for you guys. I really am. It's been fun. 1-0 count here to Freeman. As Bergert delivers, that's going to be low for ball 2. Again, hopefully we get some more subscribers tonight. Again, I'll still be here. I'm not going away. I've been doing this for a while. This is my 53rd game. I believe it's my 53rd game. I can actually fact check for you. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 3. I'll check that in between this inning. 3-0 count here as Bergert has been... Well, he hasn't hit the strike zone yet. Freeman leading the NL in batting average, tied with his teammate Will Smith. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit right to the second baseman, Cronenworth, as that is out number 1. I need to move closer, I think. That's going to bring up Hernandez. Okay, maybe I don't need to move closer. I look kind of weird on camera. He's batting .259. OPS of 784, 13 home runs, and 50 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Who is my favorite subscriber besides Trisk? I can't answer that question. Well, I can actually. Coffee Bean, sorry, a cat, whenever she decides to stop by. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit to left. And that is caught for out number 2. That's going to bring up, of course, again, I would know her. I would know her pretty well. I know her in real life. That's going to bring up Muncy He's batting .244, OPS of .797, 9 home runs, 38 RBIs. Yeah, I don't think I'd be wise to pick any favorites. I do appreciate a good bit of you guys. I really do. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Raise to Joe. The Pirates get their 30th win. Look at that. Look at them go. They're now 30-46. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Tatis is on the run, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Dodgers as we head to the top of the third. Your score, Padres 1, Dodgers nothing. Now let's see here. So yeah, actually it's my 54th game. Okay, I don't know why I'm clicking that. 54th game. So that's really, again, that's cool. I don't know why in the world I'm talking there. But yeah, 54 baseball games, so that should be plenty. Hopefully. I can't. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 54. Hopefully that is good enough for you guys. If you're questioning, I don't know, I haven't really seen them around. No, I've been here. Just obviously not exactly well known. In fact, we're actually going to, I forgot to do something. And let me go ahead and going to hide this real quick. I got to press something. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Been doing this since opening day. This is my 54th game of the year. And it's definitely not going to end at 54, as, again, I will be doing, well, I should be back tomorrow, of course. Actually, tomorrow, I don't know what I'm calling yet. I'll have to make a decision there, but let's back up here. Okay. But yeah, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Been doing baseball for a while, and of course, football is coming up, and I'm very excited about football. And you know, that's more of my sport. So hopefully I see you there. Who is a better fish player, Steve Trout or Kevin Bass? I've never even heard of those guys. I was thinking like Mike Trout or something. But again, we are still on commercial break, so bear with me. Kind of just looking for things to do. That's something I have to figure out for football seasons, because some of the times the commercials, they can go a while. You know, probably talk fantasy football or something. I don't know. I'll have to think of something. Steve Trout wasn't too bad. What'd you have? Kevin Bass. Do you wear a helmet? Yeah, I'm not going to wear a helmet. I will not be wearing a helmet. As we're working our way back here, as Yamamoto is going to pitch here to Johnson. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. A called strike. So 0-1 count here to Johnson. Oh, you're asking me a hitter versus a pitcher. Well, that's tough. I'm going to go with the pitcher here, as that's going to be chopped foul. So Steve Trout, final answer. So 0-2 count here to Bryce Johnson. Bryce Johnson, he is a 29-year-old. Well, he's not a rookie, but he's definitely just been, doesn't have much experience. As here is the 0-2. That's going to be in there. Strike 3 called. So down goes Johnson. And that's going to bring up Martin Maldonado. He is batting .188, OPS of .541, 3 home runs, and 7 RBIs. But no, actually, I wouldn't even know how to do all that. Or as far as the helmet, I don't have one, and that would be foolish. That would actually just be foolish. Yamamoto delivers. And that's going to be fouled back. Any movement? I know. I'm terrible. It hasn't been able to, my wife's been just busy with other things, and it'll happen. I just couldn't tell you when. I know it's terrible. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. I'll be sure to get that soon, though. We got to make it happen. I don't know. I might just tinker with this for like an hour, but then I'll probably mess something up. That'll be the problem. 0-2 count. Yamamoto sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Maldonado. And that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1, batting .273, OPS of .818. What's with all the guys batting under 200? Have the standards slipped batting? Well, I mean, the pitchers are, they're throwing harder than ever before, and I would blame more of that. And I think they all are, they're still using substances, in my opinion, as that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike one to Tatis. So, yeah, no, I would say that the pitchers, they're just throwing faster and harder. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Of course, analytics would have you, hey, go ahead and go for the home run. That's more valuable, and the walk and all that stuff. This game's kind of flying by. Yeah, no, already in the third inning, only at 30 or so minutes. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be taken, called strike three. Wait! That was not a strike. Oh my gosh. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a low ball two. You can see where that landed. I assumed that was going to be a strike. Look at that. I just called it immediately. I didn't even wait for his call. That one was pretty bad. That may be the worst call I've ever seen. That one is literally just nearly right down the middle. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So he gets the strikeout there as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, Padres 1, Dodgers nothing. Flyouts, not strikeouts, yeah? Bond said that the pitchers would be simple to hit off these days because they all throw about the same speed. The ball movement is also pretty insane. The RPMs, that ball is spinning, it has never spun this hard before. It's just spinning. It's just spinning so much. That's why the movement is crazy. It's really ridiculous. So no, I actually disagree with Bonds. Bonds, I don't think would be as dominant. He would still be really good, obviously, but I don't buy that. I think it's so much harder to hit in today's game. It is. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Hopefully I earn that subscription tonight. As again, I've been doing this since opening day. As this is what was it again, 54? Yeah, 54. 54 subscribers. 54 baseball games that I've called, so hopefully you'll be there for 55 and so on. Of course, you have a life and you do whatever you got to do. But I think I'm a pretty good backup option. Jaw dropped on that one. No, that ball was practically right down the middle. I called it strike three, and then I wondered why in the world everyone was still standing there. Well, it's because that umpire was the only one in the stadium that thought that was a ball. That was a pretty atrocious call. That one was pretty bad. Due up here for the Dodgers going to be Pages, Edman, and Kim. Pages will go over his stats. He is batting .294, OPS of .851, 15 home runs, and 50 RBIs. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, what a play by the ball boy over there, Sean. Shout out 00 there. Was former Padres Alan Wiggins better than former Giant Robbie Thompson? Share stats. I'll be sure to get that during the break. I'll be sure to do that soon, though. 0-1 count. Here to Pages. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Ball one. 1-1 count. Voice is cracking. Voice is just... I don't know. I think my voice is having a problem last few streams, honestly. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be fouled. 1-2 is the count. Padres up 1-0 thanks to the home run by Bogaerts in the top of the second. Burgert delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Actually, foul tip into the glove. That is a strikeout. And that's going to bring up Tommy Edman. Edman batting .249, OPS of .744. 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. Sign the ball boy. Pirates give him a call. They need to. Pirates could use some help everywhere. Burgert delivers. That's going to be hit foul. And you mentioned about the game flying by. I mean, Burgert's only at 22 pitches? 22 pitches. So that's he has been very efficient. Tommy Edman, his last 17 games, batting .305. Really good. That's going to be just inside ball one. One and one count to Edman. Burgert delivers the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball two. So 2-1 count. Again, I do have a poll up. Do you think the Dodgers get the sweep tonight? Yes or no? Check yes or check no, or check yes or no. I think that's how the song went. As that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So that is the first base runner of the night for the Dodgers, and it's in the form of Tommy Edman. And that's going to bring up Kim. Haesung Kim. He's batting .386, OPS of .984, 2 home runs and 11 RBIs for Kim. Berger has a tasty last name. It's Burgert, but yeah, it's like the mixture of a burger and yogurt, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. He was 1 for 2 last night with a double. 0-1 count to Kim. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball one. Well, this is an interesting stat. Kim, with the bases empty, batting .263 with runners on, .531. Runners in scoring position, .556. That is crazy. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is going to go foul. I mean, that is as clutch as you can be. He just seems to, I don't know, he'll thrive whenever you get in scoring position. Yeah, no, burger and yogurt. That is the mixture right here. You get Burgert. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's 2 strikeouts, and that's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani. He's batting .291, OPS of .1010. 25 home runs, 43 RBIs on the year. Been a while since I've seen a Shohei Ohtani home run. Not trying to will that into existence or anything, as that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Tatis running over. He's going to throw it into second. Ohtani's forced to retreat, as that was a really good throw, but Edman does take it to third, so there are runners in the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. What was Jock Peterson's average on the Dodgers? I can't. Yogurt burger isn't. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea personally. That's going to bring up Betts. He's 0 for 1, batting .258, OPS of .742. I can go ahead and check that real quick. Burgert sets and fires. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. As a Dodger, batting average of .230, OPS of .806. Not exactly a great batting average, but it is what it is. 0-1 count. Burgert sets and fires. That's going to be popped up, but that one's going to go foul. PB&J burgers before on TBH isn't as bad. You've had a PB&J burger. I'm assuming it says burger, not boogers. Felt like I was eating jellyfish patty out of SpongeBob. Yeah, PB burger on a pretzel bun is good. I don't know if I'll ever try that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. I don't know. That doesn't seem like something I would. Peanut butter and jelly on a burger, like on a burger, like a beef patty. I don't know. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a tapper to third. Machado throws to first, and they get him by a step. That was a fantastic play by Machado. Betts was booking it. I should have said Mookie was bookieing it or something, but I butchered the call. Anyway, he's out. So we head to the top of the fourth. Your score: Padres 1, Dodgers nothing. As I'll look at this. Who did you have? Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel out a lot. This is my third game doing this, like third game in the series. I did the first game and the second game, and I can show you the proof here if you're, in case you're, like freaking out. Like, no, you're a liar, never saw it. No, I promise. I've been doing it. So if you're a fan of these teams, definitely hit that subscribe button. Padres, Alan Wiggins here, batting .260, OPS of .651, only hit 4 home runs in 1,400 at-bats. Not really good, but I have a feeling that Robbie Thompson's not going to be much better. But yeah, no, if you like what you see, if you're a fan of sports, definitely consider subscribing tonight. It'll be a pretty good decision. Okay, well, this one's not even close, actually. Batting .257, OPS of .733, and 119. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Thompson. Thompson, definitely. 2 up for the Padres is going to be Luis Arias, Manny Machado, and Gavin Sheets. So I'll go ahead and update the standings since the Pirates did win. A game has completed. Pirates now at 30 wins. Look at that. Look at that. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night, most likely tomorrow night. Unsure what game it'll be. I'm still trying to find something to call. Unsure. I really have no idea, to be honest with you, but I'll make a decision. It won't be the first game, I can tell you that. Can't be the Pirates because they play a Texas team. So I don't know, but I'll be back tomorrow. If you're ever just a baseball fan, then well, this is a good channel for you. How many stolen bases for Wiggins? I'll get to that in a sec. As here is the first pitch to Arias, and he's taking all the way for strike 1. Let's see. Thompson had 103. I don't know if Wiggins had 242, but I don't know. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 1. So Arias goes down, and that's going to bring up Manny Machado, who's 0 for 1, batting .310, OPS of .870. Let's see, Lazy Dog Grill, and I think I've never heard of that before. We do have a little bit of an injury, by the way, so they're actually checking out Yamamoto. Yamamoto may be injured. I'm not too sure. So Yamamoto, they're going to check him out. So an injury delay. Lazy Dog Grill, and I think Yard. Yeah, I've never heard of Lazy Dog, but I'm not really. Any odd foods you're into, like a combination that isn't too popular. Let's see. Hibiscus. Hibiscus isn't too bad. I think that might be a little bit overrated. I try to keep things real, personally. And this is, as a Hispanic or half Hispanic male that's had Hispanic food, I love a good bit of it. But then there's some things that I'm like, you're only eating that because you're Hispanic, and you can't lie to me. There's some of the things. Hibiscus is good, but I don't think it's as great as many of my fellow Hispanic friends around here think it is. Anyway, here's the pitch to Machado, and that's going to be hit to right. And that one's going to be caught by Hernandez for out number 2. Fried bologna or bologna. Is that what you're trying to spell that out? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I can't really think of anything odd. I'm sure there is. I mean, it might just be normal to me. I'm not too sure. I'd have to marinate on that one. As Gavin Sheets is going to be up. He's 0 for 1, batting .266, OPS of .798. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 12 home runs and 42 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. Almost hit him. Ball 1. You were surprised that people don't put barbecue sauce on their sandwiches. Well, like what kind of sandwiches? Because, I mean, I don't put barbecue sauce on a lot of things myself. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low ball 2. Like, personally, I would prefer like an A1 steak sauce. Like, I prefer that over, barbecue sauce myself. Barbecue really actually isn't that high on the list for me. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low ball 3. Which people, like, what do you... I guess I'm one, because, I mean, I don't really... Like, barbecue sauce is kind of low. Like, it has to be like brisket. I'll put it on brisket. But then again, if the brisket's really good, it doesn't need it, Like, if something's really good, I try not to put something on it. 3-1 count here to Sheets as Yamamoto. Pardon me. Sheets is actually going to ask for time. I didn't know a guy who put soy sauce on his popcorn. What the heck? What the heck? No! Here's the 3-1. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Freeman tosses to Yamamoto for out number 3. I can't even... Wow. We head to the bottom of the 4th. And the Padres lead 1-0. I never thought of that for good reason. For good reason. No, that's why they said it. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I've been doing this since opening day. Tonight's actually my 54th baseball game, so I promise you it's not a once in a, like I've never seen you before, so this is just a one-off. No, look at the proof right here. It is a lot of Pirates games, but I don't know. I'm kind of distancing myself from the Pirates. They're just not that good. Honestly, it's just kind of lame. Probably will still do them, but, I'm very interested in branching out here as there's definitely a lot of people that like a lot of different teams. Let's just say that. If you also like football, well, look at the screen. You'll see some thumbnails there as I'm already ready for football season. College football and NFL. I'll call at least 2 games every Saturdays and 2 every Sundays. How it's going to work, I'll call one. I'll pick one. Iowa State, Kansas State is going to be the one I pick. You guys will be picking that later window. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know what game I'm calling. You guys will make the call. Same with the NFL. I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm going to call every Steelers game. But you guys will make the call in the afternoon. For week 1, it'll be Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. Again, I don't know what I'm calling. You guys will make the call. So hopefully that sounds appealing to you, and I will hopefully see you then. I need an early night. Oh, yeah, hey, you have a good one, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. Of course. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, again, it's okay. You definitely... Get your rest, spend time with the family, do whatever you got to do. I totally understand. These were like deli meat sandwiches, ham, turkey. Yeah, I actually don't. When it comes to deli sandwiches, I do not put barbecue on. As here is Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 0 for 1 on the night, batting .332, OPS of .962. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. 8 home runs, 41 RBIs on the year. Dip your fries in a drink. That is not what I do. I do not dip my fries in a drink. I do not do that. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. So for my sandwiches, like deli sandwiches, like, turkey, all that, whatever, for Subway, whenever I go to Subway, I usually do, as here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. I used to be really big on honey mustard. Still am. Don't really put it on my Subway sandwiches anymore. For sauces, it's ranch and chipotle sauce. I think that's a very good combination. Of course, I'll put like the salt, pepper, Parmesan, and of course the vegetables, lettuce, tomato, spinach, pickles. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Burger looks really good so far to start this one. To be honest, Yamamoto has as well. I mean, he's allowed 1 run, only 1 hit. So far it's a pitcher's duel. But I do dip my fries in other I'll dip my fries in honey mustard, stuff like that. Freddie Freeman's batting .331, OPS of .941, 9 home runs on the year, as that's going to be outside ball 1. But I actually might be one of those people that I don't do barbecue sauce. Here is the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, I'll use it as like a last resort. I don't hate it. I just don't really use it. 1-1 count. As Berger delivers, that's going to be inside ball 2. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Padres up 1-0. The difference in this one is a Alexander Bogart solo shot home run in the 2nd. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be low for ball 3. 3-2 count. Of course, if you have not voted, I got a poll up. It's currently 50-50. Do the Dodgers get the sweep tonight? As that one's going to be hit foul. Check yes or no. Check yes or no. 3-2 count here. Here is the 3-2 to Freeman. That's going to be hit foul yet again. That one is fouled back. So once again, we'll do 3-2 to Freddie Freeman, as here is the pitch. That one is yet again fouled off. Freeman just can't quite make contact, I guess, fully on this one. Is seemingly upset with himself. Subway always get the spicy Italian BMT. I see. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Maldonado, he took a shot there to the helmet. Give me the bell pepper, spinach, pickles, tomato, barbecue, and pepper toasted on their cheesy bread. Yeah, I don't. For cold sandwiches, I don't really do the toasting. Don't do their toasting. For turkey, my turkey sandwiches don't really toast them. Really, that's the only one. I'm not. I used to get roast beef, but that one's just too pricey now. Here is the 3-2, and that one is going to be hit to left. Under it is Sheets, who makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1, batting .258, OPS of .780. But usually I get like their grilled chicken, add bacon. I bring back the chicken bacon ranch since they took that away. I'll get a meatball every now and then. As here's the pitch, as that's going to be in there, a called strike. Oh, and 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, but that one is foul. 0-2 count here to Hernandez. As he asks for time. Bergert sets and fires on the 0-2. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Hernandez with 13 home runs and 50 RBIs on the year. Bergert delivers the 1-2. That's going to be outside, ball 2. Rotisserie chicken is also a good one. I haven't been to a Subway in forever. I don't have the credit for that anymore. Need a loan for $6. Yeah, no, it's pricey. I myself have stopped going there, really, as that's going to be hit to right center field, and Tatis on the run and makes a catch at the wall for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Dodgers as we head to the top of the 5th. Padres up 1-0. I mean, I go there every now and then, but yeah, lately it's been not as often. Not as often. Yeah, the rotisserie is okay. I prefer the grilled, I guess. Not that I don't think it's not. I don't think it's bad or anything. It's not bad. I feel like though it's the question every time. Like I want the chicken bacon ranch and then grilled chicken, and they ask me, "Oh, so you don't like the rotisserie?" I'm like, "No, I have no problem with the rotisserie. I just prefer the grilled." It's the same thing with like when I ordered the Boss. The Boss comes with provolone cheese. I'm like, yeah, I don't want provolone. I want American. And they ask, oh, so you don't like provolone? I'm like, I like provolone. I just prefer American cheese. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean, or just because I want something doesn't mean I don't like the other thing. Anyway, talking about Subway here during the commercial break. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. You probably don't because you're like, what the heck is this guy talking about? This is my 54th game for baseball, so hopefully that is good enough as far as like, hey, are you actually doing this? Is this a one-off? I promise it is not a one-off. Been doing this for, well, since opening day. And I'll be doing football later down the road. Hopefully, that sounds appealing to you. I'll be doing at least 2 college football games every Saturday, 2 every Sunday. You guys vote for one of each. That's right. You guys will be voting for one of the college games and one of the NFL games. So you guys will have a lot of say on the channel. Of course, there's going to be games throughout the week, of course, that I'll be getting to as well. Very much ramping up the streams, the live streams. Been doing, this is my second one of the day since for the 2 weeks here. 2, 4, 8, 16. Yeah, so 17 in the last 14 days. So hopefully that sounds good. And you hit that subscribe button as Xander Bogaerts will be stepping up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 when he has the solo shot. He's the only one with a run in this one, batting .230 OPS of .634. As they shared a graphic here, and I'll tell you that after the pitch. As here's the pitch, that's going to be low for ball 1. He has the second worst run support in the NL with 2.5 runs a game. I can only imagine who the worst one is. Definitely not the guy with a 1.88 ERA. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike, though. I don't know actually how his ERA is now. He's 4-6, though. Favorite jersey or jersey era for the Pirates? Ooh. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. So I used to really think that it was the modern jerseys. I love the modern ones. I kind of hated like the vest when everyone else was moving to the actual jerseys. But when I look back on it, I kind of miss those. 2-1 count here to Bogaerts. That's going to be inside for a strike. Oh, a late strike call there. And, he didn't seem to like it, and I can see why. When I play MLB The Show, I will actually wear the 2000s Pirates jerseys. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped to third. Oh, what a play. Oh, Muncy made a fantastic play, but then he couldn't make the transition from glove to hand. So Bogaerts is going to get on. This was a fantastic play. You guys may see this later. And he couldn't quite make the transition from glove to hand. As Cronenworth's going to come to the plate, he's 0 for 1, batting .237, OPS of .749. I like the arch name across the chest. Vests were cool, too. The Arch name. Arch? I guess I can't think of it right now, as that's going to be found back. 0-1 count. Here to I was going to say Sheets. Cronenworth. Yamamoto sets. And fires. That's low for ball 1. 1-1 count here to Cronenworth. One man on here in the top of the 5th. Padres up 1-0 over the Dodgers. Yamamoto sets. And fires. That's going to be, that hits the umpire, and the umpire's going to have to take a second. Yeah, knocked off his mask. Oh, my goodness. Ball went straight to his mask. Oh, man. Looks like, the umpires are going to come in. He's probably okay, but I guarantee you that did not feel good. It's a little bit of a delay here. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps a lot. I'll check out something a little bit later. Pretty much what all the Clemente jerseys that are for sale today, they always say the Pirates. They always have the words Pirate. Yeah, I gotcha. The older ones. If I had MLB The Show, I could just switch to it and look at it oh yeah, I gotcha. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Again, a little bit of a delay here. The umpire was just hit in the face, so I guess I can understand why he's kind of shaken up here. As we're ready to resume this one. Right on the chin. Yeah, no, that was it was tough. That's a tough one there. As we're working our way back into this one. So 1-2 count to Cronenworth. Runner on first, nobody out. Here in the top of the 5th. Padres up 1-0 as we're back. Ready to resume this 1-2 count. Yamamoto sets. And fires. That's upstairs for ball 2. So 2-2 count. Very much of a different style. Yamamoto definitely takes his time. Bergert is pretty much just pitch after pitch after pitch. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. So we'll do 2-2 again. As we're at an hour 10 minutes this game, despite the, slow pitching here from, Yamamoto, it's been moving by pretty quickly. Not much offense in this one at all. Just 3 combined hits. As here's the pitch, and that's going to be a chopper. Oh, it's going to be past the second baseman. Edman is making it 4 as Bogaerts is going to make his way to third as Cronenworth is going to chill at first. So runners on the corners for the Padres with still nobody out in the top of the 5th. I have a Clemente and Bonds jersey. The Bonds is cool because it's darker gold and off-white coloring. Wore that to San Francisco last year. No one said anything about it. Really nice fans out there. Well, I'm sure there are. All right, in steps in Iglesias. He's 0 for 1, batting .224, OPS of .552. Here's the pitch, and Iglesias hits this to left, and Paez makes the catch for out number 1, but Bogaerts is tagging up. The throw is going to be cut off by Muncy, as that was a sacrifice fly, and the Padres are up 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Cronenworth could not, I guess, advance. He is still at first. As that's going to bring up Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Pardon me, batting .400, OPS of 1,000. They're showing the fans for some reason. That was very weird. All the fans just reacting to that catch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. I mean, they were showing Paez, but like the fans were just like all in the background and all like, oh my goodness. 1-0 counts. See, someone just voted. So do the Dodgers get the sweep? No. May have been RFK, who just is now joining us here in the 5th. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Paez is there to retrieve it and throw it to Betts as RFK, welcome on in. It is Padres 2, Dodgers 0 in the top of the 5th. Runners on first and second with 1 out. That game, it was 0-0 till the bottom of the 9th. We had bases loaded, no outs at 1 point. And, of course, they screwed it. Bednar gave up a 3-run homer. Yep, that sounds about right. Martin Maldonado batting 186, OPS of 534, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. 0-1 count. RFK confessing it was indeed RFK that voted no, giving the Padres the advantage here. 57% do not think the Dodgers will get the sweep tonight. Again, feel free to vote if you haven't. 0-1 count. Maldonado squares the bunt, pulls back. It's a strike anyway, so it's 0-2. So 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Yamamoto sets. And fires. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Maldonado, and that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0-2 on the night. Batting .272, OPS of .815. As the Dodgers fans are booing. Yamamoto sets. And fires. That's going to be inside, ball 1. 1-0 count here to Tatis, batting .272, 13 home runs, 31 RBIs on the year. Yamamoto sets and fires. That's going to be chopped foul. So 1-1 count. Average with runners in scoring position this year, batting .222 for his career. He's usually pretty well, 308. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1-2 count here to Tatis. Runners on first and second. Padres are threatening to add even more in this inning, but Yamamoto looking like he may hold them off to just 1. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Betts throws to first for out number 3. But the Padres are able to score 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, 2-0. Padres leading. So I'm going to do some maintenance here, so bear with me. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. Been doing this since opening day. And hopefully that is good enough for you guys. As, again, I've been, let's see, what am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? I don't know. But I've been doing this since opening day. Hopefully you like what you see and definitely hit that subscribe button. I have no idea. But I don't know. Something is wrong. I can tell you that. Oh, well. Maybe I'm just getting wrecked. It is what it is. All right, let's go back to this again. If you are a fan of football as well, I'll be doing football later down the road as I'm already ready for it. Hey, Luis, how's it going? Did you hear about the Shador's Yeah, no, I heard about it. I heard about it yesterday. Yeah, 100 miles per hour. Just, hey, man, he's a good kid, okay? I don't, just bringing it up is just, I mean, I can't believe you would do that. But yeah, for football season, I'll be doing at least one game or 2 games, pardon me, at least 2 games every Saturdays. I'll call one. Iowa State, Kansas State is my week 0 pick. You guys make the other call. So I'll put up a poll earlier that week. You'll vote between Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, and Hawaii. Same thing for NFL. I'm going to be doing every Steeler game, but the other window, you guys will be voting on it. So Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. I don't know what you guys are going to pick. So hopefully you guys make a good choice. I feel like all of them, honestly, for week 1 are going to be great choices. It could be any story. I would get to see Cam Ward's first start against the Broncos, who they're a playoff team. Again, San Francisco, are they coming back? As here's the first pitch to Muncie. That's going to be in there, call strike. Again, you can make a good story with every single one. Seattle with the new quarterback. Detroit, Green Bay, they're going to be really good this year. And Houston and the Rams, they're, both teams that are like right there, not quite elite, but, they're right there. Will they take that next step? You guys make the call. I think I'll be happy with either one. As 0-1 count to Muncie. He's 0 for 1 tonight, batting .243 OPS of .794. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. What's with Browns QBs doing bad things? Yeah, I don't. Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't know. It's just, I guess that's what they do in Cleveland. 0-2 count. Well, apparently it happened on the 18th. I found about it yesterday. If it's talking about June 18th, then yeah. Looks like we had some more votes coming in. Dodgers, will they get the sweeps? The no's are now moving ahead, 62% to 38%. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. A lot of doubters kind of getting what they warned everyone about. Yeah, dude, legendary, man. 1-2 count. I was not showing off the watch. That's what he literally does. That's fouled back. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, you guys can probably see that I'm not a fan. And I definitely don't think I'll be won over. Love to. I mean, I'm never pulling for anyone to, absolutely fail. But, I wouldn't exactly be mad when he does. And yeah, I said when. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. As Andrew over there making the nice grab, the first base ball boy for the Dodgers. So shout out Andrew. Dr. Pitchers and Stats. Yeah, I gotcha. So Berger is the pitcher tonight, and I'll get to them after his stats. After this pitch. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to third. Machado is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So Berger tonight, 4.1 innings pitched, only 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts. He has been very fast. He's a very fast-moving pitcher, kind of like Logan Webb. For the season, 1.93 ERA, 1-0 record, whip of a .9. He's been very good. In steps in Andy Pages, 293 batting average, 848 OPS. He's 0 for 1 on the night. That's going to be in there, a call and strike. Yamamoto tonight, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. He has allowed a homer. That was Xander Bogaerts with the home run. He's 6-5 on the year, 2.7 ERA, 1.07 whip, as Pages is going to ask for time. You think Niners Super Bowl window is gone? Personally, I do not. I actually don't think the Niners are done. I think last year was just terrible. I mean, Ayuk with the contract. I mean, they had players that were getting injured. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Oh, it's played well by Cronenworth. He throws to first for out number 2. As Arias points to Cronenworth like, hey, you did a good job there. That's going to bring up Edman. He's 1 for 1, batting .252, OPS 749. Now, I don't know. I think that the Niners are going to be – I think they'll bounce back. I actually have them winning the NFC West. I have them winning the NFC West, reclaiming the title. You're pulling for Watson to fail the rest of it. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fair. I think that's probably the one guy that's like, yeah, it's acceptable. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there, call and strike. Like, even Shador, it's like – I actually have a lot of sympathy for him. I don't blame him. I mean, I blame him. He's in control of his actions, but honestly, here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball one. Like, he was raised by his dad. He's been micromanaged by his dad. His dad was his high school coach. Whatever. Usually you meet that kid in high school, dad's the coach, or he's a jerk, whatever. Moves off to college, well, he gets humbled. Well, no, his dad followed him to college and kept that same energy and the atmospheres. That's going to be low ball two. So he was pretty much still in high school, even in college. And now he's going to finally get that first taste of reality that, like, hey, my dad's not around to, tell everyone to back off or whatnot. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside ball three. So, he's pretty much a high school kid with that, or the mentality of a high schooler in the NFL. And I do feel bad for him. He doesn't know. It's just the way it is, I guess. That's my perspective. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be outside ball four. Edman walks to put on a 2-out base runner. And that's going to bring up Kim, who's batting .380, OPS of .970. Some of those injuries are pretty bad. I'm trying to think. I mean, he did suffer pretty big injuries, but I can't tell if you're referencing anything with the shoot or not. Did he do something with shooting? With a gun? I can't remember. Anyway, a base runner on first 2 outs as there's a little mound visit here. Trying to see what's going on with Burgert. Who's your Pirates All-Stars this season? Maybe some players you think deserve an All-Star this year. I mean, probably there's really no one. I mean, obviously Skeens. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really couldn't tell you. I'd have to I mean, some pitchers, I guess. That's pretty much it. I mean, Skeens was probably it. McCutcheon as an honorary All-Star. That might be it. I don't know. So those would be it. I mean, normally it'd be Reynolds, but Reynolds has been terrible. Adrian Morjon has been warming up in the bullpen. Mound visit is about to end here. As, again, Burgert's going to face Kim. Kim with an opportunity here to extend this inning. A 49er got shot. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that one, yeah. I thought you were talking about Watson. That's my bad. My bad, RFK. All right, here is the pitch to Kim. Oh, no, it's a pickoff attempt, but Edman's back safe and sound. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall. That's actually crazy, man. He's very lucky to be alive. Yeah, here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 count to Kim. Burgert delivers. That's going to be hit left and foul. So very quickly, 0-2. Very interesting that they're warming up Morjon. I don't know too much about Burgert. I don't know if he can last long or not. He's only at 69 pitches, and he's looked pretty good. But I'm assuming he's just not built to really go this far yet, and I'm not too sure. Here is the 0-2. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. So it's now 1-2. We'd have to see the replay. That was close. Oh! And they sped it up, too. I'm watching the Dodgers broadcast. They did not stop it and freeze it where they needed to. I think he went. So 1-2 count. That's very interesting there, Dodgers broadcast. Very interesting. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Edman is going to run to third. Tatis throws to second. Again, his throws to second tonight have kept runners from going to second. He stopped Ohtani from going there earlier. Same with Kim. And guess what, guys? It is Shohei Ohtani time as he is stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the night, batting .294, OPS of 1014. As I think there's another mound visit, as looks like there's going to be a pitching change, and you're going to see Morjon come up most likely as he was warming up in the bullpen. San Fran lifestyle, I guess they're trying so hard to tell you it's not bad there. Well, it's my thoughts exactly, personally. I would never. I don't think I would visit at this point until it's fixed. Well, burger is fantastic today, much better than Cease and Pavetta. Yeah, no, burger. Well, burgert is a burger and yogurt. Mix that, you get burgert. That's his that's his name. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, no, he looked pretty good. He is responsible for those 2 runners. But yeah, no, I think he pitched very well. Obviously, a little bit of a struggle here, but pretty good outing for him. Let's see. He went to Alcatraz a couple years back and was asking the locals on our way back to shore, what's there to do at night? Some places just hang out and have a drink and wind down. They literally told me, get out of San Francisco. It's not safe. That is actually scary. Like, I actually feel a little bit like chilly just thinking about that. That's crazy. That's terrifying. I want to try a yogurt burger to say I've ate burger. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not even going to. Yeah, okay. That's great. Good for you, RFK. Good for you. It may seem like I'm disgusted with RFK, and I'm not. I do want to mention that I have friends, IRL, that remind me so much of him. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I do have friends that are very similar to him. Do I partake in those type of humorous jokes? No, I do not. If you are watching, like, what the heck is this guy talking about? We're in a pitching change, so I do apologize. Morhone is going to be replacing Burgert, who had a very good night. He is responsible, though, for the runners on first and third. Morhone is 3 for 3. 3 and 3 is his record. 2.45 ERA, WHIP of 0.95. So Burgert couldn't quite get to 5 innings. Morhone is going to be asked to at least get out of this one. I don't know if we'll see him in the 6th. As here is the pitch to Ohtani. That's going to be a called strike, and Ohtani doesn't like the call. Luis definitely rallying behind Morhone. Lefty on lefty. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be Tapper to the pitcher. Morhone throws to first. They get him by a step as he is out. So Morhone does what he needs to do as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Your score, Padres 2, Dodgers 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel a lot. Looks like I got 2 subscribers tonight. Thank you very much. Hopefully, again, that doesn't mean stop, if you're a guest here. Every subscriber really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. Again, I've been doing baseball since the beginning. Since opening day. This is my 54th baseball game of the year. Obviously, I can't do every day. But believe it or not, okay, let's not look at the shorts. I've been doing this almost nearly every day for the past 2 weeks. This is my 17th game in the last 2 weeks. So hopefully that's good enough for you guys as I'm ramping it up as no more evening shifts for me. So I'm able to pretty much call a game every day, barring anything, around here that I need to address. And, of course, if I'm working, then I obviously can't. But for the most part, I get off and I'm able to do at least 1 game a night. Obviously, today I didn't work, so I had a doubleheader. That's right, 2 games today. Giants were able to get a win against Cleveland. The Indians there, like the Indian Chief Wahoo. And then, obviously, this is my 3rd game of the series. Padres-Dodgers, they've been very exciting. Of course, if you're a football fan, hopefully I see you subscribe as well. I'll be doing football, college football, and NFL. You guys will be making the call on a lot of games this year. At least 18, since there's 18 weeks for NFL. And then, of course, however many college weeks there are, that's how many games you guys will make the call for. Potentially up to 4 games every Saturday. Of course, there are games that happen during the week. I'll be sure to do those as well. as we're slowly working our way back. Luis Arias is 0 for 2, batting 281, OPS of 707. I don't think Arias would bat 2-0 something and still be in the MLB. I am with a lot of stuff happening in the comments right now. 0-1 count here to Arias as Yamamoto delivers the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left. Pages makes the catch for out number 1. As Yamamoto is at 78 pitches. That's going to bring up Manny Machado. He's 0 for 2, batting 309, OPS of 867. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I need to go to California anytime soon. I don't think that's happening. Yamamoto sets and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Manny Machado again, 0 for 2, batting 309, OPS of 867. Had one that landed right at the warning track. Like this was like up against the wall. Didn't quite get out of here. But that one's going to be chopped foul. This was earlier. I forget if this was the first inning or not. I think this was. So 0-2 count to Machado. Yamamoto sets and fires. That's going to be low and outside for ball 1. Again, feel free to vote. 62% of you guys don't think the Dodgers will get the sweep tonight. 38% of you guys do. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. Did check his swing there, but he did not go around. 2-2. Yamamoto delivers, and that one's going to be fouled back. 2-2 count, top of the 6th, 1 out, nobody on. Padres up 2-0. Yamamoto sets and fires. Machado taps this to third. Muncy has to eat it, and it looks like that's going to be an infield single for Manny Machado. So a runner on first here in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. He is 0 for 2, batting 265, OPS of 794. Muncy has made some nice effort plays over there at third, but there have just been some issues where he just hasn't been able to, make the throw or whatnot tonight. That's going to be outside ball 1. So 1-0 count to Sheets. 12 home runs and 42 RBIs for Gavin Sheets this year. Yamamoto sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to first. Freeman throws to second. Throws back to Yamamoto, who's covering the bag for a double play. That is going to get them out of the inning as we head to the top of, bottom of the 6th. Padres up 2-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, if you're willing to put up with some mistakes every now and then, definitely hit that subscribe button. As, again, I've been doing this since opening day, and this is actually the 3rd time I've covered Padres and Dodgers this, series. It's been a really good series. So hopefully next series they play, I'll be able to at least get one, I feel like. It's been fantastic baseball. Great atmosphere, too. A lot of, hatred, clear hatred for the, the fans, the players. The players have been very, intense. So, hopefully you guys hit that subscribe button. I'll definitely cover these 2 games or 2 teams in the near future. Used to live in downtown San Diego. Had people break. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's terrible. Homeless. Yeah, homeless is that's almost everywhere. believe it or not, even in my little small town of Texas, we have it's not bad. It's not that bad, but there are people that are homeless. Like, it's been this way for a while, for a few years now. So, your gas is getting raised 60 cents. Really? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's crazy. Do it for the Dodgers going to be Mookie Betts, Will Smith, and Freddie Freeman. All of them are combined 0 for 6. Not exactly a great night for the 2 through 4 hitters, and that's part of the reason why the Dodgers don't have any runs on the board. I mean, they only have 3 hits, and 2 of them are from the 8 and 9 hitters. As we're working our way back here, I don't think there's going to be a pitching change here, so it looks like Morhone is going to be out there for the 6th. I'm not seeing anything on the screen. So Betts is going to be at the plate, batting .257, OPS of .739. He's 0 for 2 on the night. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh and 1 count. Morhone sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be tapped foul as Betts stays alive. Yes, Tanisha is actually Joseph in disguise. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Of course, again, I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. As final game of this epic series that has seen a lot of stuff, a lot of hit by pitches, a lot of booing, a lot of tension. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2, and that's going to rile up the crowd as that one almost hit him, though maybe a little bit of a theatrical performance by Betts there. 2 and 2 count. Morhone sets and fires. That's going to be hit right, and that one is going to go foul. Lowest is 379. Sort of lucky to casinos at 369. Oh, wow. Casinos are actually good for people, huh? 2 and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. In the town I live, for some reason, gas prices are like 2 to like 70 something. Doesn't sound too bad until you realize every other area. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. Like, there's a town about 30 miles from here down south, 221. Last time I was there, about a week ago. Like, bro, like, why are we? Like, I have to drive all that way to get gas. You know, obviously I make sure I'm planning something around that area. But here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. Hey, Joseph, or is Joseph Tanisha? I guess either or. Either or. Here's the 3-2. Betts hits this one to right. Tatis is going to be on the run and makes the catch at the wall for out number 1. A fantastic play by Tatis as all the hecklers in the world are down there. Jeez. So that's going to bring up Will Smith. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Batting .330, OPS of .957. Of course, they're showing his walk-off home run from last night. And Tatis was just inches away from that. Morhone sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. Haven't seen $2 gas since the beginning of the pandemic. Lowest it got here was $2.02. 0-1 count here to Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball one. It is indeed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He has hurt the Padres a lot in this series. So far tonight, he's been kept quiet. He's 0 for 2. Marhone delivers, and that's going to be hit to center at the warning track, and that is going to be caught for out number 2 as Johnson makes the catch there. And that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 on the night, batting .329, OPS of .937. Again, feel free to vote if you have not voted. Who do you think's going to win tonight? Do the Dodgers get the sweep? Yes or no? Check yes or no. 62% of you guys think it's going to be the Padres able to get a win. 38% of you think the Dodgers get the sweep, as that's going to be in there, a called strike. Oh, 0-1 count to Freddie Freeman. Marhone sets and delivers. That's going to be poked at and fouled. Game has kind of slowed down a little bit. It was really moving fast. Last 2 innings have been carrying on a little bit longer. 0-2 count. Marhone sets and fires. Checked his swing. He did not go, as that one was upstairs for ball 1. Malady for gas prices. 40 miles per gallon. Jeez. Man, here's the 1-2. That's going to be inside. Checked his swing. He did not go. 2-2. 93 Silverado gets 8 miles per gallon. No, I don't get anything like, well, I mean, my Ultima gets, 31 to 35. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be tapped to first. Arias tosses to Marhone for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th. Padres up 2-0 over the Dodgers. On long trips, I have gotten about 40 miles per gallon with the Ultimate. That was pretty fun. To like Colorado or Pennsylvania, it's been consistently up there. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Been doing this since opening day. So this is definitely not my last baseball game. In fact, I'm doing one tomorrow. And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know which one. But I'll pick a game, and I'm sure it'll be good. So hopefully I see you there if you're just a baseball fan. If you're just specifically about your team, that's fine too. I'll circle my way back to these 2 teams because, I've done them already plenty of times. This is my 9th Padre game, my 7th Dodger game. So, again, I do unicars. I don't really care for cars, to be honest with you. I just drive whatever, really. I mean, I have an Ultima. I like it. It's getting up there in age and all that stuff, but so I'll probably have to replace it, and I'll probably get another Ultima. I enjoy the Ultima, but it's not my dream car or anything, but I don't really have one, to be honest with you. I always, when I was a teenager, I loved the Charger, the Dodge Charger, but am I going to really get that when I'm not exactly the richest guy in the world? No. Maybe later down the road. But yeah, if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. I'll be doing football later down the road, of course. Can't do it now because, well, there's no football around. So hopefully, if you're a football fan, I'll see you subscribe, and we'll see each other later down the road as well. A 69 Camaro. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know. You can say 73 blank, and I'll be like, I have no idea what that even is. Old trucks. Yeah, I do like some of the old trucks, I guess. But again, it is what it is. It wouldn't really If I had one, fantastic. If I didn't, I'm doing okay without it, I guess. All right, here is Bogaerts. He's 2 for 2 and has a home run in this one. Batting .233, OPS of .639, as that's going to be in there, a called strike. To begin the 7th, Yamamoto at 86 pitches, so this may be his last inning. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball 1. DeLorean. That's the, isn't that the time machine for Back to the Future? That'd be pretty neat. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. But yeah, again, I don't know if that's something I would just not a Cars guy. You know, just if it has good mileage, that's really all that matters to me, really. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be low for ball 3. So 3-1 count here to Bogaerts. Yamamoto delivers, and that's going to be hit to center. Kim on the run and can't make the catch as that's off the wall. Bogaerts is jogging into second. Kim's throwing to third, and that's where Bogaerts will stay with a leadoff double. As Bogaerts is having a perfect night, 3 for 3. And that's going to bring up Cronenworth. He's 1 for 2 tonight, batting .242, OPS of .756. And Bogaerts has actually scored both runs in this game. Both of them, all of them, are Bogaerts, with the home run, of course, being knocked in as well by Iglesias. Yamamoto sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left center field, and that's going to be a ground rule double as that hit the warning track, and Bogaerts continues to score. 3 for 3 at the plate, and he's 3 for 3 when he's rounding the bases, as that's the third run of the game. The Padres leading 3-0. The Tesla Cybertrucks look like a PlayStation 2 PlayStation 2 car that just hasn't rendered. It's neat, but I don't think I would ever get one. Here is Iglesias. That's going to be outside, well, for strike 1, apparently. So 0-1 count to Iglesias. He's batting .224, OPS of .550. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. The 2000 Hummers. Yeah, I see some Hummers every now and then. They're pretty neat. I think a Hummer would be perfect for like the end of the world, as that's going to be inside ball 2. That'd be the only reason I'd actually. I mean, it's been brought up in conversation before by me or some of the family. Just like, you know, we should probably get a Hummer because things aren't looking so great. I'm like, well, it's not a bad idea. 2-1 count here to Iglesias. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 3. Three and 1 count. Cybertruck probably, yeah, I guess they'd be durable. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I don't know what would be more affordable at the time. I mean they're probably both expensive. Fully electric. Okay, I mean, I was thinking durability because, I mean, I think about, like, the Teslas, you know, pretty tough to, like, you know, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty tough, as that's going to be found back. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I don't know much about cars. It's just that's the perspective a casual car guy has. Three and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Runner on second. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Yamamoto sets and delivers. And this is once again fouled. I mean, this has been going on quite a bit here. I don't think Yamamoto is going to make it out of the inning, as he entered one with 80 something. And now he's about to have his 100th pitch here. 3-2 count. Yamamoto delivers. Called strike 3 to Iglesias. Oh, he is so mad. And Schilt is yelling at the umpire as well. He's mad as well. Everyone's mad. Iglesias will retire there, as that's going to bring up Johnson. He's 1 for 2, batting .500. Of course, he doesn't have many at-bats. OPS of 1167. How many charging stations do you need? Oh, yeah. No, that would be bad. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have the barbecued hot dog, personally. I have no idea who that person is, to be honest with you, whoever that is. As Yamamoto is going to exit here, as Trevino is going to be pitching here for the Dodgers after the whatever this is, whatever the Mal visit. He's 2-0 this year. You can see his statistics. 2.51 with the Dodgers, 5.84 when he was with the Giants. So clearly much better with the Dodgers. 4.05 ERA, a whip of a 1.2. Whenever we do decide to come back, I have no idea. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I am just kind of going through the motions at this point. I am tired. I have been coasting by. I don't know why I'm tired. Well, to be honest, I did for some reason didn't get much sleep. I don't know why. I don't know. I went to bed last night. I think it was right after the game, but yet I woke up pretty early again, despite not having to work. So maybe that's it. Maybe I already have that set time, and that is a problem. Still unsure what games I'm covering tomorrow. That's what's kind of bothering me. I don't know. And you know what? There might be one here. Well, I got a couple. That's actually not too bad. I have a few. There's a few that I could do. All right, I've narrowed it down. All right, here is Johnson. 5:30. Oh my gosh, yeah, you definitely are. Like some of my friends, is that's going to be inside ball 1. I couldn't. I mean, even when I was staying up late, it was still like 2 or 3 o'clock at 3 o'clock at the latest. 1-0 count here to Johnson. That's going to be upstairs ball 1 or ball 2. Pardon me. I've already lost track of the pitch count. That's terrible. 2-0 count. Runner on second. Trevino sets and fires. And it hits him on the knee. Johnson is limping, and he's down. He is sat down. May have just hit him right on the kneecap. I know that hurt. And that's another hit batter. This is the first hit one tonight, but just this series has been consistent hits. Doctor, how do you like hot dogs? I actually don't like hot dogs. I actually cannot stand hot dogs. But I will eat it if I have some hot dog relish. So that is the only way I will eat a hot dog. I need some hot dog relish. Or at least, and I'm saying that because I know there's different types of relish. But the one I got literally said hot dog relish. So it was perfect for me. You're an early bird and night owl. No, I think you're a night owl. 2 weeks ago was 7 to 8:30. Yeah, I could not do that. I've done that a few times, but again, it was most of the time back then when I was probably between the ages of like 19 and 22. It was consistently like 2 to 3 o'clock I would stay up. Now, well, it's 11 o'clock and I'm tired. But, of course, I'm waking up a lot earlier for the job. Back then I worked a lot of late nights and, I'd be getting off late from work. So I didn't have to go to bed early and, And I think this is pretty serious. Looks like Johnson's exiting the game. Johnson, again, he was just hit on the knee and he reacted really negatively to it. And he's gone. So there's a pinch runner, Brandon Lockridge. He's going to be replacing Johnson. Johnson's heading to the dugout. You're 23. Well, I mean, a little bit of myself at 23, but yeah, I think I was starting to wind down because at that point, what was I doing at 20? Yeah, I was, I starting like working as a manager at the grocery store, so I was working a lot more hours at the time. As Maldonado's going to be up, he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch, and there's a little bunt to the pitcher. Trevino throws to first for out number 1, but that moves the runners from second and third, or to second and third. So that's now 2 outs, as that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 2, batting .271, OPS of .812. Right on top of the kneecap. Yeah, no, that was pretty bad. He will feel that for sure. You're a professional bettor. I am just not that good, I guess. As that one almost hit Tatis. And everyone's cheering. Everyone is cheering. I'm not even kidding. They love it, and Schilt is probably the only one. Well, I mean, I imagine the Padres dugout, they're mad too. He is yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling a bunch of, grown-up language. I understand we're all grown-ups here, but geez, that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Definitely some PG, definitely not PG, anti-PG, rated R. I don't know why I couldn't find that. 1-1 count. Runners on second and third. Trevino sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is just foul. Would not have left the yard, but definitely would have scored the 2 runners. You feel bad for Johnson. That kid just got promoted from the minors. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's 29 years old. He's a guy that just never gives up, and I can respect that. 29-year-old guy, just keep on in the minors, and then you get promoted. Here is the 1-2 chopper foul. Tatis breaks unwritten rules. Swear words are PG-13. Well, that is true. They are technically PG-13, but for me, there are. So there you go. Was up and in. It wasn't as bad. Yeah, probably. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul as well. As it'll still be 1-2. Looks like someone voted for the Dodgers here, so it's now 56 no, 44% yes. Will the Dodgers get the sweep? 1-2 count. Trevino delivers. That's going to be fouled back yet again. So this PG-13 allow 1F. Yes, it can't be. That too. If the pitcher hits another Padre, benches might empty. Yeah, well, personally, I wouldn't mind that at all. I would love to see some of that. I would love to see a fight here. It would be fantastic. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. As everyone was clapping and like, where the heck? Seeing people in the background, like, what happened? You can look down where it landed. That's just the typical baseball fan. Oh, the pitcher threw it. The catcher caught it. Oh, it has to be a strike. Here's the 2-2. That's low for ball 3. So 3-2 count. This one, I don't know. What do you do here? Do you walk him? Do you try to pitch to Arias? He's 0 for 3 as well. Here is the 3-2. That one's going to be fouled back, as this one is just continuing. And this will be the 10th pitch following this. If you're a Marvel, you're PG-13 no matter. Oh, really? Was that? I don't even remember. I wouldn't even know. I mean, I don't really watch much Marvel, to be honest with you. Here is the 3-2. That one's going to be hit to the right side. Freeman running over, and that's going to go out of play, as that'll be a souvenir. So the 11th pitch of the at-bat is coming up. This has been a long at-bat. Sinker, cutter, sweeper, 4-seam, and there. I missed it. Unfortunate. 3-2 count. What is this? The 11th pitch of this at bat. Here's the pitch. Trevino gets him to send it to center. Kim is under it at the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Padres, they do score 1, but 2 are stranded. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, your score: Padres 3, Dodgers 0. Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't remember that. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. And it was the chair, I promise. Again, very squeaky tonight. Been doing baseball games since opening day. This is my 54th baseball game. And as you see here, I already have football games ready to go. And, yeah, hopefully that is appealing to you. Hopefully the broadcast style is appealing to you. Definitely getting tired, but I guess I'll live. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like sports, this is a great channel for you. Hopefully you stick around for football season. As also, again, this is not the first time I've been doing these games. I mean, this is actually my 3rd time doing Padres Dodgers just in the last few days, as I did game 1, game 2, and game number 4, obviously here. I actually did a little bit of game 3 last night after the Giants and the Indians played. So I'm no stranger to these teams. Marvel Universe was so cool. I'm getting tired. Oh my gosh. Jeez, 7th inning stretch. I probably do need a stretch, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I'm not much of a Marvel guy, so yeah, that's a GG's there. I did watch Infinity War, though. I felt like Infinity War was really good. Endgame was not good, and I don't care if anyone says it's good. You're wrong, and that's just the way it is. Just because it ended the story and I love you 3000, that doesn't make it a good movie. It was actually not a good movie. It was not, and I stand firm on that. As we're working our way back here to the bottom of the 7th, Teoscar Hernandez is going to come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight, batting .256, OPS of 777. We got a new pitcher in, and I'll be sure to get his statistics here, as Estrada's going to be the new pitcher. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez hits this up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. So just like that, Estrada allows a runner, as he is 2 for 4 with a 3.94 ERA, 1.31 whip on the year. Favorite holiday for you? Shoot, I would say it's either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I like both of those. Are just awesome. I love both those holidays. All right, here is Muncy. He's 0 for 2, batting .242, OPS of 792. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. You know, the atmosphere. Love the atmosphere for Halloween, but Christmas takes the cake. Yeah, no, I like Christmas. Halloween's not too bad. I mean, to be honest, I don't really consider it a holiday. It's just, I have no problem with it because it's October and it's fall and football's on. 1-0 count. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, as a kid, I obviously did the trick-or-treating in Pennsylvania. Whenever we moved to Texas, we didn't really do it. I don't know why. 1-1 count here to Muncy. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Estrada is awesome. He knows how to handle high-stakes situations. They did Estrada wrong for his banner. Did they really? I didn't even notice. I didn't even look. 1-2. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they did. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. Hey, it's just he's really, he's getting all the effort there. You got to applaud that. You can always respect the effort. Just maybe it's just unfortunate. All right, here's the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Oh, and he mishandles it. Throws to first, and he does get him at first. Tried to make the play at second, but he just literally dropped the ball. Luckily for the Padres, he was able to recover and get the out at first. As he was turning there, he just flat out dropped it, but it was a great recovery to get the out at first. That's going to bring up Pages. He's 0 for 2, batting .292, OPS of 845. In the South, we don't do it as much. We do. Trunk or treating. That is actually correct, as that's going to be hit to third. Machado throws to first for out number 2. Yeah, no, we do the trunk or treating. Like churches, they'll have the pretty much that. It's like they have a bunch of cars, like whatever. Trucks, SUV, whatever. And they'll go at the parking lot. That's what we did anyway. It might be different where you are RFK, but that's pretty much what they did. They go to our local church and a bunch of people there giving out candy, and you go to each vehicle, and that was it. Here is Edmund. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. Edmund is 1 for 1 with the walk tonight, so he's reached both times. Batting .252, OPS of 752. I see a lot of stuff has happened since then, so my bad. Let me scroll up here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. Trunk or treating has been the transition. Not a lot of people decorate. Yeah, same here. Electricity bill. I don't know. I think everyone's just tired now. I'm telling you, man. Well, I'm not going to get into that side of myself. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 3. You got to get going. Hey, thank you for coming around. Hopefully you have a good night, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. 3-0 count here. As it looks like there's going to be some time here, Edmund. You've been in the South my whole life. Is Kentucky really the South? I know they are historically, culturally the South, but it's like right next to Ohio. You're next to Ohio. Come on. You're right there by Ohio. Is Ohio the Midwest? Are they really the Midwest? Or is that what we call it because of historical reasons? Here's the 3-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 4. And Estrada walks Edmund. And Maldonado immediately heading to see Estrada, see what's going on there. As that is going to bring up Kim. Kim is 1 for 2, batting .389, OPS of 985. Is that a Southern thing or more of a church thing? It's a little bit of both, because really, the South is very, it's religious, I would say, or at least they portray themselves to be. I think that's more accurate, and I kind of just took a shot at almost everyone around here. As Jason Adam is warming up in the bullpen. But, I would say it goes hand in hand, same thing. My mom puts up a Christmas tree. I actually put up a little thing back there. I don't know. That's pretty much it. You're known for fried chicken or fired chicken. Yeah, I bet it is fired. Half of the state is technically. I don't even want to. I'm not going to look up a map. I know where Kentucky is on the map. I get it. But I think we're good here. Think we're good. All right, here is Kim. Runners on first and second. Oh, the ball gets away as Maldonado couldn't quite make the catch, as that one was well inside, and Estrada couldn't believe it. So both runners advance on the wild pitch. So it's a 1-0 count. You definitely want to get Kim out because Ohtani would be due up next. 1-0 count. Estrada sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. So 1-1 is the count. Again, runners on second and third, 2 outs. Padres up 3-0. Padres have led in every game this series, and they've lost in every game this series. That's inside for ball 2. So the count is 2-1 to Kim. Runners on second and third, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Estrada sets and fires. That's outside, ball 3. Again, this is huge because Ohtani is on deck. Jason Adam, I believe, is ready in the bullpen. That's what they just said. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle, strike 2. So 3-2 count here to Kim. And he's going to ask for some time. Kim batting .389, OPS of .985. Estrada sets and fires. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first for out number 3. Bogarts was playing at second. So nothing doing for the Dodgers. So we head to the top of the 8th. Padres up 3-0. Again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps out a lot. As I see, I got 2 subscribers tonight. Thank you again. I do appreciate it. Been doing baseball for a while. This is my 54th game. And definitely not stopping there. Got plenty more, I'm sure, to come. As again, I've been doing baseball since opening day, so hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Already have football up for you guys, and I'm ready to go for football season. So if you're a football fan, definitely consider subscribing. First week 0, Iowa State, Kansas State. I'm calling that one. You guys make the call on the second week. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know what game I'm calling. You guys will make the call there. Same with the NFL. Of course, I'll be doing Dallas, Philadelphia, so I'll make that one probably a little bit later. But I'm doing Steelers, Jets. And then you guys will vote on that second window, whether it's Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, or L.A. I don't know. Again, you make the call. So many good storylines there. Any game you really pick, I think I'll be pretty happy with. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just ready to go. I really hope it comes here as soon as possible. But then again, I don't want to wish my life away because, I'm 28 years old. That's crazy to think about. I don't even want to think about it. That's actually wild. Anyway, Arias, Machado, and Sheets are going to be due up here in the top of the 8th. Arias is 0 for 3 on the night, batting .280, OPS of .705 on the season. And Luis definitely likes that. Looks like we have a MLB debut as Jack Little is making his MLB debut tonight. And there's no stats for him, but I can tell you is that's going to be a hit down the first base line. Arias most likely moving to second. And Hernandez is kind of chilling. And because of that, Arias is going to third. Throw to third, and he is safe. Hernandez was honestly taking his time getting to the ball, and Arias took advantage, and he's standing on at third. Jack Little, fantastic this year in AAA, a 2.2 ERA in Oklahoma City. 1.16 whip. Again, Hernandez not exactly hustling to the ball, allows Arias to get the triple. Arias isn't exactly the fastest guy in the world either. Stepping in is Manny Machado. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball one. He is 1 for 3 on the night, batting .312, OPS of .871, 11 home runs, and 45 RBIs. Little delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Kim, Hernandez, and everyone on the run. And Hernandez makes the catch. Arias is going to be held at third because that's a really good throw by Hernandez, trying to make up for, well, his, problem last at bat. I don't know what in the world was happening there. Jack is too green. Well, he is. This is his MLB debut. I bet this is pretty exciting and also very nerve-wracking for him. That's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. He's 0 for 3 on the night, batting .264, 12 home runs, 42 RBIs, 791 OPS as Little sets and fires. That's going to be outside for strike one. So 0-1 count. Do you know who Jack Little is? I'm not too familiar with him. I'm sure he was a high-ranking prospect or something, but not familiar. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit left and foul. I'm not sure if there was an MLB The Show card on him. I have no idea. Haven't played MLB The Show in a few weeks because that is a low-key a toxic game. 0-2 count. Runner on third. 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th. Padres up 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That ball was well up in the zone, but Sheets, I guess, felt like it was a good pitch to hit, and it was, as he's standing on it first. Actually, there's going to be a pinch runner. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Wade replacing him. So a runner scores in Little's debut, but it's only up from here, I guess, for Little. Didn't quite go how he would have thought, I'm assuming. As here is Bogaerts. He's 3 for 3, has scored 3 of the 4 runs in this one. 236 OPS of 648. He's also homered earlier in this game as well. That's going to be hit foul. Wade was on the run. He's going to have to go back to first. 4 hits in his last 4 at-bats. Okay, so I guess that's extending to last night. His whip is... his whip would be really high. I don't know if it'll actually update for us in real time. It will not. As we got a pickoff attempt, but it looks like Wade is back in time. Again, 0-1 count to Bogaerts. Runner on first. Little sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And Wade is going to stay on at second, as Jack Little's debut isn't going how he thought it would. I do feel for him, of course. Definitely a big moment for him. Speaking of MLB The Show, oh boy. I'm ready for whatever you have to throw, I guess. In steps in, I don't know why I still have it on the Dodgers there. In steps in Cronenworth. He's 2 for 3. OPS of 247, OPS of 770. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You're playing it just in an inside the park home run. Okay, well, you might want to turn up the difficulty from, minors or rookie, or amateur. May want to do that. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for ball one. I personally do play an all-star myself, and I'm not good at it. I know I'm not good. That's why I don't play it anymore. 1-1 count. Little sets and fires. That's going to be hit to first. Oh, and it's off the bag, and he's going to beat it out. Oh, my goodness. This is Oh, this is some of the worst luck you've ever seen for Jack Little. It's Hall of Fame. Sure it is, you know. Sure it is. So bases loaded for the Padres here. So there's going to be a mound visit. Jack Little, this debut probably was a very exciting night for him. Will Smith is chatting him up, letting him know, hey, you're good. Little, don't worry about it, man. Oh, there it is right there. Polo Grounds. Yep. There it is. As Iglesias is going to be at the plate, he's 0 for 2. I believe he was hit earlier. No, he had a sac fly. That was the wrong player. Ben Johnson was hit. Or was it Ben Johnson? I forgot his name. Here is the pitch to Iglesias. That's going to be low for ball when he had a sacrifice fly earlier. That's what it was. 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Batting .222, OPS of .546. 1-0 count. Little set. Here's the pitch. Iglesias hits this to left. And that one is going to be a souvenir. So the count is 1-1. ERA is a 9, assuming he even finishes the inning. Yeah, I mean, I feel for him. I definitely, you know, if you're a guy just getting promoted, making your debut, and obviously, you know, it's a big moment. You're chasing your dream. I can always get behind people that are, you know, just making their debut and trying to fight for something, as that's going to be outside ball 2. So 2-1 count here to Iglesias. Little sets and fires. Iglesias fouls this one back. So the count is 2-2. Again, 2-2. Bases loaded. Not the debut Jack Little was looking for. And again, it went from bad to worse earlier. So it was off the bag. And again, you just can't have that much bad luck. But here we are. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs for ball 3. Iglesias' career with the bases loaded, batting .349, 2 grand slams. He does very well with the bases loaded. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be ball 4 as Little loses him. Bat flips it, and Iglesias is going to head to first. Wade is going to come across home. It is now 5-0. Looking like that the Padres here may not get swept, but we'll see. Lockridge is going to be at the plate. Batting .218, OPS of .525. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 count here to Lockridge. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. ERA, yeah, best case scenario, if he's not pulled and finishes the inning, it'll be an 18. Right now, though, it is not pretty. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be inside ball 2. And honestly, these guys just don't really need a swing. He's having trouble locating the plate. This game was really moving along. We were at 50 minutes and 4 innings, but right now we're at 2:20 as that's going to be fouled back. Tried to hold up there, but did make contact. And we're at 2:20 here in the 8th inning. Two and 2 count. Little sets. And fires. That's going to be ball 3. And they are really making him work for it there. That may have caught a little bit of the zone, but nothing doing. Three and 2. Little delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Muncy throws to second, throws to first, and that is a double play. So Little gets out of the inning. So welcome to the big leagues there. Jack Little allowing 2 runs in his debut. as we head to the bottom of the fifth. What an idiot. Bottom of the eighth with the score 5-0. There's the 5. Little with an 18 ERA. Yep, there we go. 4 hits allowed. That was a tough inning for him. Again, if you like, I wonder what his record of most runs received. Oh, that's actually that's a good question. Let me look it up. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Been doing games since, MLB opening day, so I don't think I'll be stopping anytime soon. This is my 54th game. Let me go ahead and show you guys. That way you don't think I'm trying to catfish you guys or whatever. 54 videos, all of them taking place this year. So hopefully that is good enough for you guys. And again, I've been also really looking forward to football season. Football is coming up. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. And I'm already ready. Iowa State, Kansas State, going to call that one. You guys make the call in the second window that evening. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know. You guys will make the call. Same with the NFL. I'm calling every Steelers game. I'm a big Steelers fan, but that's not the end of my Sunday, as you guys will make the call in the afternoon. So after the Steelers game ends, I head to whatever you guys vote for. So Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. I don't know. You guys will make the call. And, of course, that'll be the case from weeks 1 through 18. So hopefully you like the sound of that. Hopefully you like what I'm selling because it's free. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me look up, see if I can find the record for most runs given up in a day. Alan Travers. This was, of course, in 1912. So I don't know how much that really matters anymore. 24. Jeez. That is amazing. Got a new pitcher here for the Padres. Jason Adam, the pitcher. 1.5 ERA, whip of a 1.19. He's 5-2 on the season. And in steps in Shohei Ohtani. He's 1 for 3, batting .293, OPS of 10-10. That's going to be outside ball 1. Problem, there's a problem. What you got, RFK? What's the problem? 1-0 count. Adam sets. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. If I call football every Sunday, which that is the intention. Adam sets and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, yeah, no, that's a huge problem, man. Oh, my gosh. I'll have to re-elaborate or recalibrate the plans. But, yeah, no, definitely going to be doing NFL every Sunday. So that's just going to have to never be seen on this channel ever. 1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Dang. Oh, man. That's such a bummer, I guess. That's such a bummer to the NASCAR fans. GG's in the chat, I guess. 2-2 count. Adam delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. So, yeah, no, that is false. RFK spreading misinformation. That is unfortunate stuff. Football is king and will always be king on this channel. However, I don't want to scare the baseball fans away. So here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. I will be doing baseball until baseball's conclusion, or at least until the middle of the playoff run, depending on, what NL team is moving on. Of course, there's a lot of, these teams could very well be in it. I'll be doing some NLDS, NLCS as well, as that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Ohtani. So Ohtani will fall. He will be 1 for 4 tonight, barring, of course, a comeback by the Dodgers. And that's going to bring up Rojas, who's pinch hitting for Betts. He's batting .219, OPS of 563. Really? NASCAR, singing, lacrosse, NCAA golf is the right. Wow, that is quite the channel. That would be quite the channel, man. Tell you what, RFK, I think you need to do that. I think you need to make that channel. Here is the pitch to Rojas, as that's going to be swung on and missed. Strike one, and I see Dodgers fans are leaving. So they stayed for Ohtani. That's actually crazy. Looking at it, just every camera angle they're showing, people are leaving. They stayed to see Ohtani, and I guess they decided to head out. Of course, there are still plenty of fans there, but that's just wild. Here is the pitch. That's going to be high and in for ball one. Almost hit him. I'm honestly not opposed to D2 football. It's a shame that it's on the same days as D1 football. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Rojas does what he needs to do and gets on here late in this one. And that's going to bring in Dalton Rushing. He's going to pinch hit for Will Smith. So I guess they're trying to get the bench and some work here. Batting .220, OPS of 806. I actually have had a worker when I was managing at the grocery store. He was a high school football player, and he plays at a D3 college. Still pretty cool. But yeah, I went to see one of the games. It was pretty fun. Here is Rushing as Adam sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. No D1 football? Really? I don't know about that. I already made the thumbnail for one. I think I'm just going to have to do it. I think I have to go all in on D1. It's a risk. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike two. Ready for... Yeah, no, I'm just ready for it. Ready for football. I just am. Ready for it now. 0-2 count. Adam sets. Looks over at first and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Rushing, and that's going to bring up Kike Hernandez, and he's getting a standing ovation. People love Kike. 206 OPS of 647, pinch hitting for Freddie Freeman. So, I don't know. I guess the Dodgers you can have that one game. Oh, I can. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that permission. Batting .206, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs, OPS of 647. Adam sets and fires. That's going to be a ground ball foul. So 0-1 count. Here to Hernandez. Again, one runner on. Bottom of the eighth, 2 outs. Padres up 5-0. Adam looks over. Sets. And delivers. That's upstairs. Ball 2. Or ball 1, pardon me. That was the second pitch. I'm an idiot. I am getting a little sleepy, guys, so I'll hopefully power on through. I will power on through regardless, but I am tired. 1-1 count. Adam sets and fires. Ground ball. That one is also a foul ball. For a price of singing instead of calling it. Oh, geez. I don't think I accepted it. I don't think that ever happened. The count is still 1-2 to Hernandez. Adam sets and fires. That's going to be once again a foul ball. No sleeping. Well, I have to. Probably will. Though I did promise a buddy I would stay up, and of course, if he might be playing with other people as well. Said I would play a game with them. We'll see. 1-2 count here to Hernandez. Adam sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Hernandez very upset with himself. As we head to the top of the ninth, the Padres up 5-0. Sleeping is for weaklings. I am weak. I am very weak. I'll be the first to admit it. And once again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. We're up to 227. Again, just a few months ago, I was at 30. So I definitely very appreciative of the channel's growth and looking forward to seeing you guys in future videos. Again, I am not new to these two teams. This is my 9th Padre game and 7th Dodger game. So hopefully that's enough for you guys. As again, I'll be doing these games, I'm sure, these two teams especially, in the near future. As for tomorrow, I don't know. I'm going to be calling a game. I just don't think it'll be one of these NL West guys. Again, I've shown a lot of love to the NL West. I'll have to probably bounce around again. But we'll come back, I'm sure. I've come back to these two teams plenty of times. Of course, if you are a football fan, I can't stress this enough, I'll be doing football, well, once football is here. So hopefully you like that and hit the subscribe button. It'll be much more than this. 2 games every Sunday, 2 games every Saturday. You guys get to vote on one of each. So, yeah, I'm doing Steelers. But there's another set of games later that day that you guys will have a lot to say. And same with college football as well. What is WCL? I don't even know what WCL is. As showing some scores from around the area. Well, actually, that's it. Houston and formerly known as the Oakland A's, they're 4-4 as they head to the bottom of the 9th. And there are your scores from the rest of today's games as we're working our way back. I don't know who's going to be pitching here. They might keep Little. I don't think they're having a pitching change. So, yeah, Jack Little is going to come out here for his 2nd inning of work. And he might as well, as he did struggle a little bit in the 8th, allowing 2 runs in his MLB debut. And he's going to be out here for the 9th. As here is Maldonado. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. West Coast League. Oh, it's like AAA. Probably the AAA or AA or something like that. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Maldonado didn't like that one. So 0-2 count. Maldonado batting 184, OPS of 529 on the season. He's 0 for 2 tonight with the sac bunt. Here's the 0-2. That's low in the dirt for ball 1. One and 2 count here to Maldonado's. The Padres are up 5-0 here in the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off his foot. I know that didn't feel good. No, it's AAA, AA, and college players all on different teams together. Oh, okay. That's neat, but I'm good. I'm good. Don't think I'll be doing that as anytime soon. Here is the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And I believe that is, that's going to be his first strikeout of his career. It's on Martin Maldonado. That's going to bring up Fernando Tatis. And, yep, right on cue. He's getting booed. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Batting .270, OPS of 809. As Little sets and fires. That's going to be inside for strike 1. He didn't like the call, but I don't think he cares at this point. Savannah Bananas. No, sir. I will never call a Savannah Bananas game or ever watch one. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball 1. I am anti-Savannah Banana. 1-1 count. Little sets and delivers. Oh! And it hit him. And Schilt is furious. He is coming out. Tatis was just plunked high and in. Little doesn't look like he wanted to do it. Oh, my goodness. And we had been talking about it for a while. Tensions had been high. And the benches are clearing. Oh, my goodness. Luis was right. They are fighting. Oh, they are pushing and shoving. They are tossing gloves to the side. Now they're kind of cooling off, but they are still, he is hot. Schilt is mad. They are just trying to rip each other away. No punches are being thrown at the moment, but Schilt is angry. Right now they're just kind of ganged up, blue and white on one side, brown and yellow on the other. Schilt has been, and there is Roberts. Roberts is talking. He's like saying, hey, I don't know what he's really saying. I can't read it. I'm not John Boy. John Boy's going to be able to, stop and rewind this. So you'll see. Oh, he definitely dropped an F-bomb. Oh, I saw that one. I saw that. We saw that. Yeah, no, definitely. Don't turn it on. You'll get to see it. Right now, though, it's kind of cooling down. You're just seeing a bunch of people just kind of stand there. And Roberts has gotten out of the pile, and now he's looking around like he's confused. Again, all this started because Tatis was hit. Again, people have been hit throughout this series. A Padre was hit earlier. I think 2 of them may have been plunked already in this one. I'm not too sure. As Roberts is trying to play the like, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong type of guy. You turned it on when they clear. Yeah, they're clearing now. Roberts is having a little chat with the umpire. How many ejections? I don't know. I don't know if Little's going to go. I mean, I feel like Schilt's going to go. Roberts probably goes. And everyone's just kind of standing on the field, and I'm going to try to describe it as best as I can. I'm hoping maybe, it's going to sound terrible, I'm hoping maybe someone swings at somebody. We can liven up the party here. That would be pretty fun, but I don't think that'll happen. They're going to save this for later down the road. So everyone, again, they're literally just standing there now at this point, just looking one side, looking at the other. As, I don't know, at this point, I don't know what's going on. They're just standing there. Both managers got to go. Oh, I 100% agree. Both managers got to go. Schilt immediately, as soon Tatis stayed down for a while. Maybe he was trying to just kind of let it build a little bit. I don't know. He could be, actually hurt. I'm not too sure. But he immediately came out, and he was just yelling. He was pointing. He was mad. And Roberts is, he's making his way towards the middle. I think telling everyone, let's come back in. As, again, I'm not too sure. Remind me to watch seriously. I think I'll be covering every single one from now on. Whenever it's Dodgers, Padres. Roberts says, I'm going to beat your butt, but he didn't say butt. He definitely said that. Roberts is talking a lot of noise. Now he's chilling. And now he's going to go. Teoscar Hernandez talking to Schilt. Trying to be the peacekeeper, I guess, of the Dodgers. I think from now on, I think I'm making it official. I'm doing what did he say? Wow, I wonder what he said. I don't know what the alternative for butt would be. But, I think, I'm going to actually look it up right now. When's the next time these guys play? We're going to guarantee it. It's going to be every single one. Because this is fantastic. Dodgers, Padres. So order is stored. I don't know when or what. I don't know why I said when. I don't know when. So, oh, wow, we got to wait a few months. So 2 more months. So August 15th, 16th, 17th. Then they come back and play again 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And that's it. They don't play in September. Wow, that's kind of lame. Terrible scheduling by MLB. So I don't know what's going on. They're still kind of just chilling. Nobody's been ejected yet. Tushy. Yeah, I'm gonna beat your tushy. I'm gonna beat your rear end. That's exactly what he said. Your behind. Tatis was hit in the hand. Oh man. Yeah, he was that definitely hurt. And Little was like, dude, you could actually. I mean, I feel like Little. I just don't feel like Little wanted to do that. I feel like genuinely believe Little was like, did not want to do that. Birthday's August 25th. Almost had a birthday fight. Dang. Yeah, no, we're for sure doing those 6 games. We are so if you're not subscribed, for sure do it. I am doing these games for the rest of the year. Whenever they come back and play in August, I'm doing it. Same thing again for the next series. As they're going to chat. So the umpires talking with Roberts. So we have a little bit of a delay. Dr. Delay, yeah, that's me. So 2 umpires with Roberts, 2 with the Padres. Looks like Trenton Brooks is going to be pinch running for Tatis. I don't think anyone's going to get ejected. It looks like they're going to stay in the game, which is pretty crazy considering that, well, bench is cleared. And there was a lot of, I mean, initially at the initial scrum, there was some pushing and shoving, but then it quickly de-escalated. Okay, I don't know if the umpire was trying to announce something, but there was nothing. So the announcer just told me, he told me personally, he's like, hey, doctor, I got to tell you something. 6 hit by pitches total. Pages was hit. Tatis was hit. Ohtani was hit. Iglesias was hit. Pages was hit again. And Tatis was hit yet again. They didn't show the Johnson one either, so it's actually 7, because that's the second one tonight. So, again, I don't know what in the world is going on. I just see Roberts. Maybe the managers did get ejected. I'm not too sure. Eject 73 and 51. I have no idea what you're... Doctor, how do we fix this delay? I have no idea. The umpire asking Little if he's ready. Again, a wild sequence of events. A fight. Well, not quite a fight. There was some pushing and shoving. But it looks like we're about to resume this one. Eject 73 and 51 black. I have no idea what you're talking about. As we are working our way back. Oh, the umps. Okay, I didn't even notice the numbers. As here's the pitch to Arias. That's going to be popped up to third. And Muncy makes the catch for out number 2. So after all that, we get a pop-up from Arias. And that's going to bring up Manny Machado. He's 1 for 4, batting .311, OPS of .868, and he's going to get booed. Now, if Little plunks Machado here, wouldn't that be something? That would be fantastic. That would be so good. There would actually be punches thrown. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, man, I can't wait now for August. Oh, man, I'm ready to go. Man, I want them to play tomorrow. 0-1 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So very quickly, 0-2 to Manny Machado. Imagine being the players about to bat after the fight. Yeah. No kidding. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to center. Kim is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So after a wild inning, nothing doing there as we head to the bottom of the ninth where the Dodgers will have to score 5 runs to push this to extras. Your score is 5-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Just made it official, doing every single Dodgers-Padres game for the rest of this year, and especially in the playoffs now. Unless it's Saturday and Sunday, then I can't do it. But, yeah, we're going to be doing it for at least the regular season. That's going to be pretty fun. So hopefully you'll join me there. does. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Also, again, I'm doing football later down the road, so if you're a football fan as well as a baseball fan, or either or, this is a great channel for you, and hopefully you will agree and hit that subscribe button. You guys will have a lot of choices on the games that I call, other than, of course, Steelers games. I'll be doing every Steelers game, but every evening or every afternoon window. An example for week 1 for Sunday: Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys make the call. Same with college football. Every Saturday, you will be making a call. I will be making a call here on week 0, Iowa State, Kansas State. But then what do we got? Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, and Hawaii. I have a feeling that RFK here is going to be voting for Western Kentucky. Diehard Western Kentucky fan. As I feel like there's someone outside tapping the window. I'm actually like freaking out right now. I'm not even kidding. I don't even want to check that. I might be dead. But yeah, no, we're just going to ignore that. And I really wish I had my freaking thing closed. Reynolds is going to be pitching here in the bottom of the 9th, 3.54 ERA. You probably would have for Sam Houston. Dodgers hit a Padre. Now, yeah, and it'd be very interesting here if Reynolds were to plunk a player. That would be interesting here. So it might not be over here. Hernandez batting .260. OPS of .782. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. I don't want to check it out. I don't even want to look. In fact, I want to close the curtains more. I'm actually freaking out. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. You guys might have to be my witnesses. If I die tonight, well, you guys will catch it on camera. 2-0 count here. As here's the pitch to Hernandez. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. So Reynolds having trouble locating the strike zone. Of course, he's probably feeling a little antsy based on what just happened. Again, a little bit of a bench clearing here. You'll sub on an ult if you do. You should do it anyway. That's going to be ball 4. Unable to locate a pitch in the strike zone. Leave the stream running. Yeah, no, we're good. All right, so runner on first here for the Dodgers. That's going to bring up Muncy, 0 for 3, 241. Is it raining? It may have been raining. That might have been hard rain. No, it's not raining. Shoot, I don't know. I was hoping it would be rain. I don't know what that was, folks. I'm probably going to die. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I am actually low-key freaking out. That was kind of crazy. I wonder if you guys caught that. You probably did. 1-0 count. Reynolds delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. I have 60 alts. I saved them till you say if we get so many subs, I'll do. Holy, well, okay. I don't know if I'll ever say that. Jeez. 2-0 count here. It looks like the pitching coach is going to have a little chat with him as he's been unable to locate the zone. Holy, I'm just going to yank that. Sorry, guys. Literally tapping at the window. I have no idea what that was, and I hope that never happens again. You just saw a hand in your curtains. Yeah, this guy. Literally, I know you're lying, but goosebumps. That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. I hate myself. 2-0 count here. Pitching coach is exiting. I can't believe you. I can't even. I know it didn't happen. And yet, goosebumps. 2-0 count here to Muncy. Tap, tappity, tap, yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for strike 1. Muncy doesn't appear to like the call. Dodgers with the runner on first. Padres up 5-0. Here in the bottom of the 9th, looking like they may be taking a game. Almost hits Muncy. Oh, imagine if that had connected. Oh, my goodness. We were just inches away from yet another bench clearing there. So 3-1 count. Reynolds sets and fires. And he walks him there. Ball 4. Reynolds walks both runners. You think they warm up in the bullpen. You think he's throwing strikes in the bullpen, but apparently he wasn't. They just sent the guy out there. Are you sure he was the right call, Coach? I don't know. That's going to bring up Pages 0 for 3 with a strikeout, batting .291, OPS of 842. Of course, if the Dodgers are able to score some runs here, that'll be very exciting for me myself, as I love It's the Troll. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you guys have the exact same name. That is tough. 1-0 count. Hey, if that is true, go ahead and message me and tell me which one he is, as that's going to be hit to left field. That one at the warning track, and that one is caught for out number 1, a loud out number 1, as Hernandez is moving to third. He drilled him. Yeah, that might be him. All right, I think that might be him. Well, I don't want to jump the gun here. RFK, if that's actually not you, let me know which one it is. I'm assuming it's the one with all caps. All right, so Reynolds is going to exit. And that's going to bring up, I believe that's Suarez. I don't know. We have a pitching change here in Los Angeles. Reynolds has been pretty terrible. And so he's going to exit. Suarez is going to be in. There we go. We got the... He's 1-3 on the year, batting ERA of 3.48, .90. Message retracted. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I can still hide the user, actually. Oh, dang it. Oh, crap. Well, I think I may have done the wrong thing. My bad. Oops. I may have done the wrong thing. Anyway, that's a my bad. Oh, well, we're just going to go ahead and ignore that. That's a my bad, RFK. Yeah, I see that. I messed up there. I messed up. Well, I saw as soon as all the messages disappeared, I'm like, oh, crap. Well, that was the wrong one. Anyway, so my bad. Welcome back. That's going to bring up Suarez. Suarez 3.48 ERA, 1-3 record. Runners on the corners. So wait, was there actually a troll here or no? Because I did not know. I could not tell. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. This is going to be at the plate. Tommy Edman, 1 for 1 on the night, batting .252 on the year, OPS of 755. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So, and it gets past Lockridge. Lockridge now gathers it, throws it in, and he is in at second as the Dodgers have some life here. As they have a run at second and third. I don't remember what I even asked. It says no. I have no idea. So runners on second and third. The Dodgers are not done, as Lockridge couldn't quite handle it cleanly. and that allows Edman to go to second. And Kim is at the plate. He is 1 for 3, batting .384, OPS of .971. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Oh and 1 count. Ohtani is... Oh, okay, so it's you. I gotcha. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball. So, yeah, I take that crap serious, man. My bad. But I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that guy again, really. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to be foul. So 1-2. Yeah, all your messages are gone. That's my bad. Oh, I feel so bad now. Obviously, a lot happening in the last few minutes. 1-2 count. Suarez sets and delivers. That's going to be, ball 2. That one looked good, but that helps the Dodgers. So 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to be a foul ball. Sing a song about how sorry you are. Never. I am sorry, but not that sorry. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. So the count remains 2-2. Honestly, I just thought of something, and this might be probably untrue. Wouldn't surprise me, RFK, if you were actually the troll. If you were Rob the whole time. You had all the alts and all that. Would not surprise me, honestly. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, ball 3, and he is being squeezed. If you look here at pitches number 4 and 7, they were definitely in the strike zone. The umpire disagreed. Here is the pitch. Tapper up the middle. Throws to first. Kim is out, but another run will score. But the Dodgers are down to the last out. What if I am? I don't know. I don't think I would get rid of you or anything like that. What if I maybe? I don't know. I don't think I would. I would just be very disappointed in you. I would be very disappointed in you. As this is Shohei Ohtani. Runner on third, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. That's going to be low, ball 1. He cannot tie it. You're not Rob? I got you. Yeah, no, that guy's a bum. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm just saying. So there are some similar tendencies here. Just reading the room here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-0 count. Suarez sets. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. That is also outside ball 3. As Ohtani, again, he can't tie the game with the swing of the bat, but he can definitely make things more interesting. So here's the 3-0. Oh, and it hits Ohtani! Suarez has plunked Ohtani. Ohtani's telling the Dodgers not to come out. He's telling them to stay back. The Dodgers dugout is mad. He's saying he's good. So Ohtani prevents them from coming out. He's telling them don't do it. He is telling them don't do it. Oh, my goodness. He's saying he's fine. Suarez has been thrown out of the game. He's gone. And that might actually cause the Padres to get mad because, again, Little wasn't thrown out for his hit of Tatis. Good Ohtani. Ohtani again he's just saying, hey, don't do it. It's not worth it. So Suarez is gone. I'm pretty sure he was ejected. That was the initial reaction. Yes, so he has been ejected. So technically, with one swing of the bat, we could head. Well, I mean, of course, there'd still be more baseball here in the ninth, but one swing of the bat could tie this game up. So Suarez has been gone. They're going to have the Padres bench coach was just ejected. And I had a feeling because, again, they didn't eject Little for hitting Tatis, but they eject Ohtani. So Matsui is jogging out of here. Of course, he's going to have to warm up here. Fuzzy will be fun breaking this down. Bye-bye. Fuzzy. I don't know who Fuzzy is. So bear with me. Again, we're going to have to watch. Well, I don't know if I'm going to watch, but they are going to have to. I don't know who the heck Fuzzy is. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll look into them a little bit later. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing every Padres-Dodgers game for the rest of this year. So hopefully that's good enough. I've already done 3 of the series here, and they've been fantastic. So good that I keep coming back. As a Yuki Matsui is warming up here. So this game is not over. Pitching change because of Suarez being ejected. Yuki Matsui is now warming up. He breaks down every MLB game every day in one video. Oh, that's pretty neat. Fuzzy was a bear. You awoke me. I see. Well, you should go back to hibernation as it's a 113 over there. Welcome to a lot of craziness in this one. This one has been fantastic. It's living up to the Padres-Dodgers rivalry as ejections and clearing the benches. We want extra innings. I want to go to bed. But, I mean, if it's pretty exciting, I mean, I'll do it, of course. I mean, I'm going to stay up regardless. I have to stay up until, this game is over. But yeah, it's been good. Padres are up 5-0 entering this inning. Dodgers have put up 2. Now, they do have 2 outs, so 1 more out and it's over. But they have runners on the corners. The tying run will be at the plate in the form of Rojas whenever we do return to coverage. He has pinched hit for Betts in this one. In fact, they pinch hit for Betts, Smith, and Freeman. So Roberts probably kicking himself for those decisions as Rojas rushing and Hernandez replaced him. But Rojas is 1 for 1, batting .227, OPS of .577. It's 114 for you. Yeah, it's 114 for Trisk right now as he's in Pennsylvania. And yeah, no, that definitely caused some issues. The fans, again, Ohtani kind of saving the day, saving a lot of fines and all that. And Ohtani was talking to the Padres dugout after he was hit, and it seemed to be all friendly. Of course, I mean, Ohtani, I don't think Ohtani would be hostile. But it has been exciting. It's been fantastic. As we're working our way back into coverage again, Arias, Ohtani shaking hands there. A lot more fines. It would have been a lot of fines for sure. There's going to be fines already, but I mean, if there had been another bench clearing, there definitely would have been punches or at least a lot more aggressive, pushing and shoving. But that did not happen because Ohtani told him, he was telling him as he was hit walking down the first base line, do not come out. He was saying, no, Not worth it. No. So Ohtani being the hero, maybe not good for me as far as the entertainment part of it, but it's still nice to see. As we're working away again, slowly but surely, Matsui will be ready. He will again face Rojas here, who's 1-for-1 on the night, pinch hitting for the Dodgers. Pardon me. Matsui, he has a 3.03 ERA, 2-1, WHIP of a 1.21. As Rojas represents the tying run. Dr. Delay fine for not going with MLB tradition, singing, "No, yeah, I don't have it." Boo Ohtani. I don't think I'll boo him. All right, here is the pitch to Rojas. That's going to be low for ball one. Ohtani's going to cruise into second. So now both runners in scoring position. Of course, Rojas representing the tying run. I really wouldn't have seen the Dodgers in this situation considering they had pinch hit for Betts, Smith, and Freeman. Here is the 1-0. That's low ball 2. 2-0 count. I don't know what's going on with the throat here, but I want to cough now. Fantastic. 2-0 count. Runners on second and third. Matsui sets. And delivers. That's going to be low for ball 3. And Matsui doesn't look like he's been warmed up properly. RFK is asking for a lot of fighting. And, well, hey, if another batter is hit, well, then we will definitely see some punches thrown. 3-0 count here to Rojas. Matsui sets and fires. That's going to be outside for strike 1. As that one may have been ball 4, but the umpire elected to say, no, sir, that's a strike. 3-1 count. Matsui sets and fires. That's in the dirt, ball 4. As Matsui loses Rojas and the winning run. This would be crazy if the Dodgers came back for the 4th time this series. Rushing is going to be at the plate. He's 0-for-1. Batting .214, OPS of .593. He is a lefty. So it's a lefty on lefty here. Does favor Matsui. Hit him, all right? If you lose him, might as well hit him, right? Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for strike 1. And that was a crucial call there. Rushing didn't seem to like the call. And looking at it, yeah, no, it's a strike. It would have not been a strike. Would have been up. 0-1 count. Matsui sets. And fires. That's going to be inside ball 1. Maldonado liked the pitch. Matsui wanted the call. 1-1 count. Matsui sets, looks back at Ohtani, and delivers. That's going to be low, ball 2. Oh my goodness, Dodger Stadium is getting loud. This season against lefties, Rushing is 2-for-8. Doesn't really have much experience. Matsui sets. And fires. Outside, strike 2. And again, the umpire just not really calling a good game, to be honest with you. But he's the umpire. So 2-2 count here to Rushing. Matsui sets on the 2-2. Looks back at Ohtani. Looks back again. And fires. That's in the dirt, ball 3. And the ball is saved by Maldonado. So a 3-2 count. Hitting him is one ball thrown. A walk at 4. Yeah, I know. It'd just be much quicker, right? Wait a second. What's going on? Oh, my goodness. The ball got caught in between the catcher's the padding, so it's considered a dead ball, and the runners advance 90 feet. So runner has come across. 5-3 is your score. Here is the 3-2 to Rushing. Matsui. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Oh, my goodness. The Dodgers making it exciting at the end as the Padres win it 5-3. And, of course, this game had to end with some drama. Of course, there's benches clearing earlier, batters being hit, Tatis and Ohtani. I'm sure John Boy and everybody else will cover that one. That was fantastic. Again, if you're a fan of these two teams, well, I've already just pledged that I'm doing every single Padres-Dodgers game for the rest of the year, so I'll see you hopefully in August. Of course, I'll be covering these two teams much sooner than that, as they are, well, very good teams, and it is pretty fun to cover them when they play. As, again, I have done them before. Don't think it's just a one-time thing. This is actually my, I think, 8th game doing, well, I can't go back all the way up there. Well, yeah, let me check this actually. So, yeah, the Padres, so this is my 9th game doing Padres, as they move to 4-5 when I cover them, and the Dodgers fall to 4-3. Hopefully, I see you guys in another video sooner or later. Again, if you're a football fan, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, because that's going to be fun. But, you have guessed correctly on every poll. Well, then maybe I just don't need to poll you anymore, Trisk. I'm just kidding. Thank you for stopping by, Trisk. I know it's late for you. You might need to get some rest. Please get some rest. I know you probably have a busy day tomorrow, trying to take advantage of every day up there. Of course, thank you for RFK. Thank you, everyone else, for stopping by. I don't eat till the Rockies win. GG's. Yeah, no, you will lose some weight. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Unsure what game I'll do. I'll make it. It'll be a game. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a game. I'm just unsure which one. You guys all have a great one. Jesus is Lord. God bless. You might want to capitalize the L there whenever you say Jesus is Lord. And I will see you guys later. Again, Padres winning an exciting game 5-3. That was fantastic. Like and subscribe for more MLB play-by-play. As I'll be back tomorrow night. Unsure which game I'll do, but hey, it'll be fun regardless. Hopefully I see you there. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good night.